song, dude.
It's called Choices. You know, everybody loved this song, bro. Like, I threw it together, and I didn't know that it was gonna take the way it was gonna go. Like, I got an uncle in Texas. Shout out to my uncle Anthony. He told me, he's like, man, he's like, you know, he's like, you getting up there. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, you make music for people like us. Like you said, conspiracy theorists. Like, I like breaking down things for people. I like looking at that stuff on YouTube because a lot of people don't understand it. But when you take your time to understand it, you'll know, like, yeah, some things going on in this world.
Yeah, and it's crazy too, because half the conspiracies that I'll talk about, people are like, that's fucked up. That came true, man. I'm like, yeah.
All right, you gotta if you really enjoy conspiracy theory, I'm gonna put you on a TV show. On the what is the app? Discovery. They got a show called Mysteries of the Abandoned. And what they do is they take you to these abandoned places. Like, some of the places, it's like you'll look like, why is this way out here in the middle of nowhere? And then they break it down and tell you, well,
I should show you my other YouTube channel. So I also do that.
yeah, bro, I love stuff like that, bro.
Me and a few friends of mine started a channel. We call it Nocturnal Explorers. And what we do is we go to every abandoned, paranormal, haunted building we can find anywhere in the South, and we do some ghost hunting, because I believe in angels and demons. I mean, I'm a devout Christian, but
who you bro?
There's been some stuff that I'm like, yo, the devil's up in this house. Like, I felt him. He just like grazed my back. I'm like, no penetration for you, devil. Stay the fuck away.
Be gone.
Nah, be gone. I got God up in
here. Speaking of that, to the people that are listening to the podcast, like I've known Matt for several years. Great individual, drummer, you name it. He do everything. But one thing I love about him, like, bro, he always kept going. And one of my elders always tell me, it's like, we all got that one friend that is like a brother that keeps going. And when every time you see him, it's not like he may be here, but the next time you see him, he may be still in that same spot, but he'll elevate. So that's why I tell people, man, please, if y'all are listening, man, keep God first in y'all life, because if y'all take shortcuts and run over there and hang with Lucifer, then I'm just let you know, man, you gonna get the business messing with God's children. So just be mindful. God will keep these people around you for a certain reason. He ain't gonna tell you when he right there. But he not gonna tell you. So I just want y'all to know, man, y'all dealing with some. Look, when we say God is good, we mean it. Cause what y'all don't know is, I remember when Matt used to hit me up, hey man, you want me to do some drumming over your tracks, and which I thought was dope at the time. And we were young guys that were ahead of our time. So it's like, now, look how far we came, man.
Oh yeah, it's night and day. I mean, I look at all the stuff back in the days we would talk about, and all the extra people that were in the friend groups, and I don't wish any of them ill, but it's humbling to realize like how many people are trying to run before they could walk, and they didn't
understood, yes.
And so many people I've learned that they want this fame, all these great things, but they don't want to deal with the grime and the gristle to get there. Like, there's this saying Denzel Washington says, and I love this. It's if you pray for the rain, you got to deal with the mud too. You got to deal with all the tough stuff that comes through with getting that thing that you want so bad. You can't just have it. You got to work for it.
You actually know Denzel is actually a full-fledged minister now.
Oh, he is, man. He's one of my favorite inspirational people in Hollywood. He's been married for like 50 some odd years, the same woman. And his goal was to be evangelical, spread the word of God. And he's like, how do I do that with being an actor? Look at all his movies, man. Maybe it's not exactly Christian, but the moral of each of his stories, Man on Fire. You even look at like John Q, man. That's a crazy movie. You look at all his stuff, man, and it's like the moral is, God is always by your side. Maybe we're not always by his side, but he's going to keep you humble and faithful to, just fall in line to what he's got working in your life.
True.
Stuff will get tough, like in the book of Job, but it's important because that's, people often say like, God will never give you more than you can handle. And I'm a believer. He'll give you just more than you can handle, just to test your faith.
I strongly follow you on that because I can honestly say I've been on a journey, man. To everybody that listen, I'm about to put y'all on some personal thing. My wife is in the room, so she's gonna hear this. Man, let me tell y'all, from when I was living in Myrtle Beach and on the way to Texas, when I lived in Austin, Texas, I went through so many things in my life where I got drugged by people. I was smoking, excessively smoking pills and all that. And then, being that I had Marco with me and stuff like that at the time, he was always there in my corner. But let me tell y'all, bro, when you going through a trial and tribulation and God trying to get you right, he's going to play. And I tell everybody this, I was like, he's going to gather all the people that you thought that was for you. And then within that bunch, he's going to pick out the people that he sent. And over the course of time, I was blind to it. You know, I had situations where I thought friends was friends, and then I just kept doing music. So God kept that music there for me. But if he started eliminating people out your life, it's because he got something better for you. But
Amen, man.
once he start putting it in your hands, you got to be able to. I tell people it's all about balance. Like, do what you got to do. Stay. If God hits you with a mission, stay on that mission. Be solid. You got your free will to do what you want to do, but stay on your mission. I feel like the people that are still alive today on this earth, that is not in a cell or not, ill will, no ill will on people with health issues. But if you're alive today, man, just be grateful because I'm able to travel. I got a vehicle that I own. I don't have to make car payments and stuff like that. I'm working on getting a nice home, and to be able to travel, be closer to home. That's why I tell people I love South Carolina, bro, because what y'all don't understand is, man, South Carolina has some strong cultural and historical groups. Also, shout out to South Carolina for posting on Facebook. They have, like, we actually have, like, a bunch. South Carolina is, like, top tier for, like, vacations and stuff, like.
Oh yeah, like Charles, especially Myrtle Beach and
Bro,
Charleston and stuff.
no, the crazy thing, you're about to laugh, bro.
Not Columbia.
Columbia, South Carolina was, I think, number 3, number 4 in vacation because they say we have cultural attractions, which like museums, antique shops, and stuff like that. And that is crazy to see that,
That is crazy.
And then I tell people, this is where I was born. Myrtle Beach is where I got my foot with my music. And shout out to Grammy nominated Aries in the cut. We getting ready to hit y'all with Broken English 2025. Y'all gonna get a real in-depth story of me. But like I said, y'all just look here, man. If you don't know, now you know. Y'all tune into my boy Matt. Make sure y'all go, if you ever in Charlotte, North Carolina, if he's there, pop up at the Comedy Zone, man. Get you some tickets, go get you some drink, man. Remember, laughter is the best medicine. So pull up there, man. Show my boy support. And you know me, you might see me out and about driving and stuff like that. But remember, my message to y'all today, while we doing this podcast, to all my people that love God, or whatever you call them, Allah, whoever, Jehovah, whatever you call them, man, keep that man number 1 in your life, and you're gonna be all right. Just don't rush him. That's my biggest lesson I learned. Do not rush, because when you rush, it ain't gonna come out beautiful. That's one thing I learned. And then don't give up, bro. Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up for sure. I mean, I tell everyone I work with, being like a high up manager over a whole operation now, it's the generation, what is it, Generation Z or X, whatever it is.
Man, this generation, I can honestly say it's a tough generation. But for me to be, I'm 32 years old, slowly eating better and stuff like that, I'm able to do more. And when I look back and reflect on it, if this generation of teenagers and young adults don't pay attention, let's break it down. When we were around, there was no, wait a minute, there was Uber and there was Lyft, but we had taxis.
I remember calling the yellow cab and I'm like, okay, it smells like fucking shit in here. So like, what's this guy been eating? I don't know, but it's on the back seat. It's sitting with me,
look at our generation, and then they said our people who were born between 1985 through 1995. we come from an era where we didn't have internet, and then we had the internet. We come from an era where we didn't have cell phones.
You know what you call that? The elder millennials.
Exactly.
we had something called a landline and a phone book.
Y'all don't understand that. And then, hey Matt, you remember when you had to do the dial up when you put the phone cord?
I remember when I would get this stupid shit in the mail. It'd be like AOL would send you these little discs, and it would say 1,099 free hours. Sign up today, and I'm like, damn, that's pretty enticing. Like, ooh,
but you know what? Be honest with you. You know what's crazy about that, and I'm gonna break that down. That we had, I think when we first got. Shout out to my granny, Lord rest her soul in heaven. She probably up there watching soap operas. But we had in my granny house, we had Bell South before it became AT&T, and they had that up in there. And then my mom, she had AT&T. Then around the time they had they started bringing out these new internet companies with this
like Time Warner, man.
Time
Warner came out.
Time Warner was the joint before it went. What people didn't know when they had
you could record stuff on TV with those things, man.
Yeah, and now it's not. But that's why I said, look at our generation versus the new generation. They got so much now that I feel like, and excuse me, but I feel like some of these people in this younger generation are dumb because they don't want to work. They want to do.
They lack perspective too,
major,
and understanding. I remember like I love it. Like, hell, I want to watch Netflix. I remember I used to have to wait for like 3 days for that shit to get in the mail. You know what I mean? When Netflix came out, I'm like, and then like GameFly too, you could order games to your door. Yeah.
Now they have Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, so that's why it goes back to look at what God is doing. It's kind of like putting a twist on how we used to be, but I really feel like social media has changed the game for individuals like us. But if it was to go back to AOL, if you listening to Net Zero, balance out the hours, 1,090, so that was around the time it was good because you would manage the time you was on social media. You had to have that phone line up in there. Now it's like social media is the new wave. Everybody, I'm filming content. This. Like, one thing I can't stand is I be on Instagram and females know I got an old lady, and then they'll throw themselves at me, and I'm like, you do know I'm in a relationship. You do know.
And they're like, I'm really a robot.
Yeah, like, but and then you have some
fucking
that
cyborgs.
but then you have some. This is why I said from our era. We're used to seeing people. We'll go to 5 Points and do a show.
I would see like a stripper on the side of the road before I saw that, but hey, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, it wasn't more like you'd be cool with it, but it's like more authentic. It's real.
Yeah,
people have just changed. I mean, social media has made people so it's made extroverted people introverted, and I think the reason our generation is probably the best with social media is because we didn't grow up with iPads and crap, and they grew up with that stuff in their hands, and so now we're looking at like, you could have been making money at 5 years old, idiot. You could have been doing something. Now I'm like, I figured it out, and now I'm going to utilize this stuff. You know what I mean? Because we have that drive whenever we didn't have it, and we were coming up, and they're like, y'all are going to be the pioneers of YouTube. It's going to be weird for a while, but until it gets figured out, And then it's like everything changed, so we got to see it all develop, and so it makes us more. We have a better perspective on how to utilize it.
I feel like us that's like in our 30s, like from where we at now, and Coast will see it when he get to 30. I told Coast, I was like,
he just turned 30.
Exactly, so he's gonna start seeing that things are gonna turn in his favor. That's why I'm more of a person, like, if I see it, I know I'm gonna get it. Like I told people, I was like, as an artist, I also work a job, and if they put you in position to go higher up, take that position and go higher up, because what that does is it also builds character.
Oh yeah,
I got an opportunity to go to 2 different places. One, it's like, yeah, I need an assistant manager. At the other place, like, hey, but you like to be with your family, so it's like, once you hit the age we at, God be like, all right, you've been rocking with me for so long. Now I'm about to put you in a situation where you can make more money, or you can make more money and still have time with your family. And the way I'm at now musically, my mom supports me. My old lady, I had to learn from her. Sometimes your process may not be like another's process. So
Oh yeah.
you can't force somebody to do something like, hey, I'm going to the studio. So it's like sometimes I can admit I can be a little bit unfair as a man because I'll be like, if I'm working this way and she's working at her own pace, I want her to be like, hey, you gotta stay. But now I'm learning like, hey, sometimes you gotta just chill. Like I drove here
Well,
from
the reason that is, I believe, is a lot of the generation nowadays. They love to get positive accolades. They
exactly.
love to be told, "Hey, you're doing good," but they can't take negative criticism. You know,
Hey, you just hit the shit. But that's the problem. What people don't know is the negative criticism. It's what helps constructs the character of a person. The positive is just like putting the icing on the cake.
yeah. And I tell you what separates. So, like, I did a lot of thinking the past few years. Especially taking some time off from doing a lot of things and just building my character, growing with the company, and doing a lot of learning how to be a better leader. I don't perceive myself as a boss. I like to call myself a leader. Just because it sounds weird, like boss. I just like to be the guy that leads the team. Is most of these people, if they have a struggle in life, everyone's gone through a lot of things. I've been through quite a fair amount of horrendous things in life, no more than anybody. But the thing that separates me from most people is how I came out of it. I learned how at a young age how to laugh in the face of adversity. When most people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna just go and like be depressed for 5 years," and I get it. You gotta mourn and stuff like that. But like get off your ass and get to moving forward. It's carpe diem. It's your day. Get after it. Laugh at it. Because hey, it's the past. You got to move forward. Or you're not gonna.
Mate, that is a key note, people. Your past is not to determine what your present is going to be like. That's why people be, man, how you still doing music? It's because I know who I am at heart. Y'all, that's why I tell people. They was like, but you don't do songs at this part. I was like, God, my leader. I like, so if he tell me, hey, keep going here, it's gonna work out. That's why I tell people. They was like, why do you like going back here? I was like, they always saying negative perception of South Carolina. And like I tell people, I take that negative perception and I run with it. And then
Well, because South Carolina, for the most part, is probably always going to be. I love the values of the fact that it's in the Bible Belt. Being very conservative when it comes to conservative, like constitutional values, like in God we trust, like things like that. Like we're a state where you can't drive 10 minutes without passing like 5 churches. You know what I mean? And it's like
five churches, about $17 generals.
Yeah. Probably a meth head doing meth on the side of the road somewhere, depending on where you at. Where I grew up, that was sightseeing.
We where the area we was working at, we just had this abundance of like homeless people coming in the parking lot and, can you give me $3? I had one lady, I'm a giver sometimes. I gave her $3 and she goes, hey nephew, you got $3 more. This ain't enough. And I'm looking at her like, be grateful I gave you that. And the second time she came around, God was like, you didn't did your mission already. It's up to her to want to do.
It's like my grandfather told me, this old Cherokee proverb. He was primarily fully Cherokee. I take a lot of pride in that side of my heritage. Cherokee and Irish. So that's a fucking weird mix, but
that's a solid mix, bro. You got something like what? That is a solid mix.
Anything from smoking peyote to planting potatoes. It's
them potatoes, they farmers. Them potatoes will get you sack of potatoes. Where you take it to a farmer's market, you make money. That's why I said.
Yeah, you can boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. You can do a whole lot with them.
Soup.
Yeah. Tater soup.
Yeah, I had some bang. My wife made some banging potato soup.
Well, we're going to have to do a podcast up there and have some tater soup sometime soon.
I think
I've been looking forward to that.
Wifey, do you agree with the soup you made, the potatoes? No, bro. Let me tell y'all podcast listeners, man, look, listen to me. If you're a male like me and Matt here, we stand behind God, bro. Go out there, keep working on yourself. And then when the time is right, if you got somebody you dealing with, hold on to it. But if God sends you somebody new, make sure she good in the kitchen, because I'm not gonna say lucky, because my granny always said, as a God-fearing man, you're never supposed to believe in luck. You're supposed to believe in, the blessings that come with it. So yeah, if y'all want some good potato soup, my wife got plates going $15 to $20.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll be setting that up on the merch stop. Just pre-order your food. We'll drop it off.
Airdrop.
Yeah, we'll airdrop it. We'll get Dumbo's little freaking bird on the mission. He'll just be dropping a baby elephant with some tater
The
soup.
stork would be coming with little forks and stuff up in there.
He'd just be like holding it in his little beak. It'd be weird, but
as you think I'm playing? What they say right there? What they say right there?
Potato soup.
Nah, they ain't potato soup. You see what I wear this every day.
Amen.
Yes, I have a bracelet on, y'all. Y'all know, like I said, Matthew 19, 26. With God, all things are possible. Y'all better know that. But yeah, man, what you got for me tonight, bro? I'm over here. Like I said, it's been a long time. I'm here to vibe out with you, man. I'm in the city. We here all night, bro.
It's great to just catch up with you, man. Sorry we've been such strangers over the years. It's but like you're one of those people, like I tell Marco all the time, I'm like, if I build a strong relationship with someone at some point in time, there's always the understanding of, hey, we're gonna keep grinding. But whenever we link back up, it's like, yo, like there's no like freaking, animosity towards like, hey, why didn't you hit me up? It's like, hey man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. It's like, and that's the type of person you are. You always, I love like going to the studio and stuff, because I'd see so many of those guys, man, they'd be getting so bent out of shape over their song and making it perfect, which I get it. You got to grind. But like, if you are not having fun, stop doing it. Okay. Because that's kind of my philosophy. Like, if I take 10 years to do an album, piss off. It's my album. You know what I mean? It's like,
but it works though.
But you were always having fun, and you were always like, we would just be geeking out over the stupidest stuff, man. And it'd just be like, everybody'd be over here like getting drunk and stoned, and we're like, we hadn't even got stoned, and we like look more stoned than y'all. We're just laughing at life, you know what I mean? This is like way back in the day.
I think what that was for us is that when I like I say, it goes back to meeting Marco. Marco was the one that really he went against the grain. Like the area I was living in growing up with my grandmother, she was, like I said, God-fearing woman. She knew who was right for me from the get-go. She knew who was for me, and she always said that. It's like, yeah, that boy, he love you like a brother. That's not your friend. And the craziest thing Marco did was, you gotta think about it, people in a poverty-stricken Section 8 house and whatever, suburban area with houses that, a lot of black folk, they don't see a Caucasian male coming up in there, but he came there with a chessboard. And
yeah, that's Marco.
Yeah, he came there with a chessboard. But what happened was, when he came there with that chessboard, he brought all the people outside to see us playing chess. No one was mad. No racial slurs or nothing. So what I did for my community was I showed people, like, you can work together. Yeah. I know y'all stuck on that old school history. Like I tell people, don't get stuck on that. Know your history. But
yeah, and so many people, like, and Marco, I've always been the same way as Marco with that too. And me and him have always, so many things in life that we've done that I'm like, dude, I wasn't even thinking, but like what we just did, like I remember there were so many times, like, because I don't know if you remember my old house way back in the day when I lived across the street from the gardens years back. Me and my brother owned this little house on this little, like, it was literally behind that freaking gas station at CVS. And man, I would just go up there, I would skate up to the gas station, and there'd be like all kind of gangs and stuff. And I would never, so one, I've never been a fearful person. I fear God. I don't fear the devil. So I don't fear a human being. I'm like, and I've never had that on my body to where people sense fear, and I've never had any kind of fucking weird interaction. And I've been around some groups that you would think, hey, and they always just greeted me with love. Cause I'd be like, yo man, what's up? Like, and they would see like my drumsticks. But you play drums? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, I like play heavy metal. And they're like, oh, what? And I'm like, yeah, but I do some hip hop stuff too. And then I would meet so many people, and they'd be like, what's going on? And I'm like, dude, the biggest thing with me with, cause I didn't grow up in 60, 50, 40 years ago when like racism and stuff was bad. So, I can't necessarily relate, but I know the history, I understand it, and I'm like, hey, we don't ever want to go back there. Let's know that.
But that's why I said that's what we did, because growing up as a kid, I lived in West Columbia. My mom she had a nice white house off of Platte Springs Road. And I was the kid walking up to Family Dollar, Food Lion, Sonic, getting my mom's food. And, I tell people racism sucks because it's programming. I was like, what's going on in the world now is colorism, because and people don't understand let me break it down what colorism is. If you go to Hollywood, let's say you got two black women, one is darker and one is light skinned. Who you think gonna get the role first? Same way with the males. If the male counterpart is popular, did movies like one of my favorite actors,
and that's what blows my mind so much too, is what you're saying is right. Is like, I'll tell you really cool firsthand perspective. This is why I love Charlotte when it comes to comedy. And there's a comedy club over off of what is that road? Over off Two Notch, I think, or whatever that road is over there. I'm blanking out right off of it's over by Longhorn, over there by Two Notch. It's called the Comedy House. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you the best thing, dude, and this is why I can't stand doing stand up in downtown Columbia, is there's nothing but like a mixture of white people, and there's a few black people in there, but it's like, if I say a joke that's like something like racially as a joke, I'll even make fun of my own race to start. But see, who gets mad is the white people, and then the black guys come. Dude, that shit was so funny. I pissed my pants twice, because they fucking get it. It's a joke. I'm like, hey, look, dude, we gotta laugh at the adversity of the past, and they always come up, man, with open arms. And I know that's why, like, it's such a cool, because the media puts it around like it's the other way, and I'm like, look, no, it's you don't need to overcomplicate things. It just needs to be like, with Hollywood and everything, it's so that they preach all these agendas like, oh, we need to be equal and this, that, and other, but then they just don't do it.
That's
just don't
propaganda.
talk about it, just do it.
I feel like that's why I said us. We are the generation that does that. Like, we don't. I feel like you said, we're the elder millennials, and I'm gonna just say this: like, we don't. It's like we know, but we don't care because we exhibit the behavior out and about. That's why I said, when you go to 5 Points, you're absolutely right. Some people, like, I'll do a show out there, and in my situation, I had a group of people, they got mad because the white folks was jamming to my music, and you ain't doing no trap music. You ain't. Why?
Oh yeah, it's always somebody got to be pleased.
But it's like, why do I have to do trap music when I'm over here making smooth music, vibrant music? I'm not talking about killing nobody. I'm not talking about nothing. They're enjoying it, so let them enjoying it. That's why I said I am grateful, like places like Breakers Live, because I can go in there and do something up in there. I'm grateful for, like, I remember the Thirsty Parrot?
Yeah, Thirsty Fellow.
Blue Pizza, that's another one down there. Group
Even
Therapy.
Uncle Fester's was cool,
Uncle Fester's Uncle Fester's, to me, will always be cool because of Mr. Gregory Sword. And I learned from him. This is what he taught me. Mr. Gregory Sword said, Armani, I love your music. And he every time I come around, he greets me with genuine love. But one thing he taught me, he's like, you got to get yourself like live tracks. I was like, what you mean? He's like, train yourself to perform without the vocals and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna try it. And I have like a couple of songs.
What you mean by that? Train to perform without the vocals?
Like, without, like, do you know how they have show mixes and stuff?
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, I learned what a true show mix is. A true show mix is like, you don't put a bunch of tracks together on an MP3. A true show mix is like, you have like the hook on there, a couple ins and outs to help you with the vocals. So that's why I'm grateful for my brother at the Wood Room LLC. Every time we do a track, he sends me a folder with MP3, the surround sound version. Like, it'd be like 5 tracks up in there, but some of them from each setting. So now I do show mixes, and Uncle Fester's. I'm pretty sure you remember the White Mule.
Oh yeah.
The White Mule. That was another.
I mean, even for me coming up, like playing in a bunch of punk rock bands, 15 years ago, New Brooklyn back in West Columbia.
That was.
I mean, they were so cool, man. They would let you show up and have a show, first time ever. They didn't care. They're like, hey, do your thing, have fun. And man, it was such a cool home. Like the one nowadays is still cool, but it's like not the same.
It don't hit because when you walk in,
there's no stickers on the urinals. Like what the hell?
Nah, but the thing, that's why I'm saying this is why I love South Carolina, because we have gyms here that a lot of people don't take advantage of. Like Uncle Fester's, if you really, 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 really love your music, and I'm telling any and everybody that's listening, whether you're not in South Carolina, beyond, Uncle Fester's, to me was bigger than the music farm.
Oh yeah,
and I'm because
those small venues like that, man, it was just a great spot.
And it's still, and then to think about it. Let's break down these places, because all the people listening, y'all gonna get a conversation, and we gonna get into the real stuff. But all right, I'm about to break it down to you, because Matt, and he'll agree with me. If you guys ever went into New Brooklyn Tavern, they had the back area before you went into the bathroom with artistic stickers over there, bands' names, marked up walls. Then you had the little patio area with the little benches and stuff where you could sit out there if you smoke, you do whatever, you go out there. Then they had a nice bar area. They had a little area. They really didn't have tables when I was around. The light guy, the stage setup, they had everything. New Brooklyn for me was like a stepping stone. Like if you're an artist in the city, New Brooklyn was the place to go. You had that stage. The stage was set up high, and it felt like you were delivering a concert. So I think my biggest concert there was we had a back to school bash. Shout out to Mark Carson, wherever you are, bro. We had a back to school bash, and we had C Metro. Shout out to him. He now run. That's another one. Got to shout him out. He now run his own business, photography, deal with a magazine, and he was a part.
I just saw him a couple weeks back actually at the zoo. He was doing he was doing their engagement photos.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. Like, look at the people. That's why I'm saying that is the group of us. Look at us now.
Oh yeah,
we were young. We were pushing the barrier. I remember going on tour. We were pushing the 100 Mil Nova. When we went on the Summer Days tour. 100 Mil Nova, C Metro, Mark Carson. We had Carol Reeves, and it was me. And we all went on tour. And crazy thing about it, everybody that went on that tour is doing well.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm so serious. Like, everybody I just named, 100 Mil Nova, Alpha Nova, he's out in California. He's doing his thing. He was on that Summer Days tour. See Metro, great family man, strong man. He's a businessman, always was. When it comes to marketing, I respect him. I don't care what nobody say. But not to get off topic, y'all, but back to the venue. Like I said, New Brooklyn Tavern, it did that for us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those names that I named people, they performed at New Brooklyn Tavern. And I don't care, but what I'm saying is they delivered a heck of a show. I wish y'all had a time machine to go back to that show. If you would purchase the ticket, you would have enjoyed it. The White Mule, we were down in 5 points. That was my first time. They had a lovely stage, and it was a blessing also to have, my boy Marco. He did something that I never thought nobody would do, which was put like acoustic rock bands, punk rock. It was a guy that used to play a guitar, and I can't think of his name, but every time I came to the city, he would wait for me to perform. I had to ask Marco, but he was cool. Every time another person I had a huge crush on was Mary English. I love her voice, bruh. Mary English, her voice was dope. And then the thing is, again, she would get off stage and I do positive vibes, Hennessy and Grams, and I love your music, da-da-da-da. Like, still to this day, she was like, if you're ever in Charlotte, you want to do a song? I would do a song with her in the heartbeat, because of the simple fact that we had artists in our city. Some artists was going to USC to do what they do. And when you look at that, it makes it feel like, yeah, I came through with a group of people. But the main resistance, if y'all want to go to Uncle Fester's.
Oh, yeah, great venue. So,
Uncle Fester's, parking.
Parking's hell.
Nah, parking. But Uncle Fester's had.
Oh yeah.
They had the best parking.
I don't know why I was thinking of Tin Roof for some reason because not far from there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So we got some good stuff. Like,
so what's next for you with music, man? I know your old sounds and stuff. You've always kind of had like a very diverse sound. You've always kind of jumped around and you've kept consistent for a while. But like, what's next year look like for you and music? And
oh man, next year, I done wrote. So what people don't know is I wrote a small indie film. It's called From Boys to Men. It's about a college professor who adopts 3 boys. But here's a twist: the 3 boys, they're split, and the personalities are based off me. So what people?
Bro, you should let me be in that. I have 90 personalities.
Yeah, but I'm saying but it has different roles and stuff because each counterpart, each brother has a story, but it is based off me. I don't want to just
wait. So each of these individuals are like versions of you.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be weird if like one of them's just me, the white guy, and you're like, all right, so this is
but that's why. But people ask me, it's like, so it's just black guy. I was like, no, it's 3 adopted boys. I never revealed the color, so it's like it's my personality because I tell people. I don't see color because some days, I tell people I can't dance for shit. I got 2 left feet.
I knew this lady at the nursing home. My grandma was there. Sorry to interrupt you. She was colorblind and she was racist as shit. So I'm like, it's
how you colorblind? You can't
I don't fucking know. But she was also 90, so whatever.
Yeah, but she lived her life and more blessed to it. But that it made me write more. Right now, I just finished up a project called Broken English. Like I said, I'm really 2025. I'm really getting in tune to people are asking me to really give more in depth of who I am as a person. Over the course of the years, when I moved around, when I left Myrtle Beach, I went to Texas for a year to learn the business side of music, which at work.
So you were in Austin, right?
Yeah, I was in Austin for a year, bro.
So I'm going to Austin in February. So,
bro, let me tell you,
not to move there, but that's the #1 comedy capital of the world,
bro. Go. I'm going to tell you're going to gain access to so much in Texas. Point blank. Period. Austin, Houston, Dallas. To just go, bro. You will learn.
Never been.
But I'm telling you, it's a wave there. I have an uncle that's from Corpus Christi, Texas. He goes by the name of Paper Chase. He was a rap man. He put me on game. He's like, anytime you do something as an independent artist, he's like, remember you got to get your money. I was like, Uncle, I was charging $250 for features. He's like, no, you need to charge $400. He's like, know your worth. He's like,
yeah.
And I would start doing that. So now I have people hit me up, hey, man, I want to do a song with you. And I tell you, I have guidelines, like, you can't be disrespecting a woman. You can't talk about anything resulting in killing or anything. I was like, but if you want to get political and talk about the government and all the bad things and bedlam and chaos they cause, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
But musically and comedy, if I got a chance to go back to Austin, I would do it. I was proud because my little brother.
Maybe you can. So I'm planning a trip this summer. I haven't completely figured this out, but what I want to do to save cost. So I want to go and I want to be on the Kill Tony show, the #1 comedy show, where he gives you 60 seconds to get on the air. And basically, if you do good, then I mean that's the best exposure ever. Millions of people watch live podcasts.
I know with you, bro.
But I want to plan like a 10-day trip, get one of those Sprinter vans with like beds and stuff in it, and just go down there, freaking sleep in there versus like, having to rent a place every night and then just drive back and then go hit up all these music venues and just network, meet people and then come back and then hopefully find some funny people to come be on podcasts and stuff crazy too.
Hold on. Wifey, what was somebody, we was talking to somebody and no question. Yeah, last night we was at Posh Lounge and shout out to my DJ, Scott King. He said, get you a van, Armani. He's like, get y'all like an Astro van? And his wife goes like, yeah. She's like, just hit the road.
Dude, I had an Astro van.
But them Astro vans, but think about it, again, that's it. Those are gems, bro.
Those are gems. They may reek of chloroform and despair, but
shoot. But musically though, also what I'm planning is I usually do like giveaways for the project. I have a special project that I'm working on. It's called Good Girls Love Bad Guys, and people's like, "What do you mean like bad?" I was like, "Nah, no, not what you think." But it was going to be like assorted songs, like upbeat and stuff like that. And then what I do is I sell it through my email. And I'd be like, hey, if you got PayPal, Zelle, all the money transfer things and stuff like that, Chime, whatever, you can buy my project directly from me before I put it out on the platform.
Okay.
So what I'm planning on is I'm really planning on doing CDs. Shout out to I listen to a lot of Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
And he was very business savvy. He was very good. I also listened to a lot of Currency, Post Malone. When I'm alone, I listen to a lot of Post Malone.
Dude, I was telling Marco the other day, one of the coolest things about Post Malone, so like, of course, him being a good friend with a lot of the comedians I like to watch, they feature him on a show. But like listening to this guy when he came out playing like R&B, hip hop, whatever, and then to see him do finally what he really wants to do, which is country.
He's a dope country
but to
artist.
see all his fans not fucking scold him and just accept and move with and gain more people is one of the coolest things ever. You know, to see that type of a change. You know what I mean?
Another one was you probably know who Jelly Roll is.
Oh, I love Jelly Roll. He's one of the greatest people to listen talk. He'll literally thank the dirt he's standing on. He's such a grateful human being, man. He'll be like, man, this dirt right here allowed me not to fall to hell. You know what I mean? It's just like, thank you, foundation.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I want to be
wholesome,
one of the.
You know, and that's a Southern thing. I feel like I don't
know.
We
would think about us Southerners. We had that. It goes to Southern hospitality because you got to think about back in those times where way before when our elders was around, they had to work on plantation. It was Southern hospitality, so it goes way back to that. And now that we're older, we understand that hey, we still got to work together, but we don't have to bat the eye at each other. That's why now,
we just open the door for everybody. Not
exactly.
Just certain,
so now I'm looking at it musically. Like I said, I'm having a project come out, and it's going to be direct. I'm putting it on a website, and people are going to. I had people donate. I think when I put out my R&B project, it was called I can't remember. Damn, I remember, but it's still on the platform. But if you see a dagger through a sword, it was different songs on there. Me trying to R&B, and I had a lot of ladies come and tell me like, "You charging me $5 for this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You should have charged 10." I was like, "It's only like 4 songs." She's like, "No, it was beautiful." She's like, "Because you're going direct to the consumer, and you're." I even put my email in it, and I was like, "Hey, you let me know where you're from, so I can shout you out when the time from." So, like I said, Good Girls Love Bad Guys is going to be like a remastered version of it, and we do a song. I want to do songs for the ladies because those are majority of my fans, and then the guys that follow me, they come to me for advice. Like, bro, you always be bragging about your girl. Aren't you supposed to?
Yeah.
If she's doing her due diligence
and that's right. That what you just said is something that is so like there's so many young men out there now, and it's like even the young females, some of them I work with, they just don't it sucks, but I have to blame the parenting and maybe the education system at times, because it's like they don't fucking know what to look for in a good man. So like they'll see someone like, and I'm not the best man in the world, but I'm always open the door. I'm saying yes, ma'am. I'm letting them walk first. I'm pulling the chair out, even if they're just a friend. It doesn't mean I like want you know what I mean. And then they'll just be like, hey, and then they'll be with this dude who doesn't even know how to like have a personality. He doesn't know how to like look her in the eyes. I try to look every human in the eyes I talk to, you know what I mean? And then they're like, hey, why didn't this relationship work out? I'm like, look, here's my moral compass. If you don't love yourself, I think it's not loving yourself so much, but like, not being selfish, but loving who you are, not being depressed, having a path, being, heading down the right path. Then it's easy to bring another person in your life. But if you're like on a shitty path and you bring someone in your life, you're probably not going to bring in a person that's clicking with where you want to be versus where you're at. And so either you keep moving to get here and she don't want to, and then it's like a shit relationship,
like a stalemate,
or you never progress. And it's like, I'm like, you just need to do you, focus on you. But like,
I feel like we have a match for all the youngins that's listening. I'm about to throw you some free game. Your favorite country cousin about to tell you something. guys like us, we don't dress in the Jordans. We don't dress in all that. We are guys that like to take care of home. And let me break it down for you. Our objective as men is to build. We're the foundation. And we ask that you, young ladies, point blank period, we ask that when you come to us to be prepared to not be a girlfriend, not be a spend the night girl. Come to us with the values of understanding that you want to be a wife, because this day and age, like the young people I see when we went to a festival. What was the festival we went to? We went to a festival and this lady followed me and my wife around because we were dressed alike. I still got the picture in the house and it's so beautiful, man. That's why I tell people I'm a fighter for love, bro. I don't care how mad a woman get. I don't care how you feel. I'm going to still be there. And when that lady asked me that question, she's like, y'all so cute together. Y'all dressed up nice. And she asked me, she's like, why? I was like, because I love her. I was like, if I need a lineup, shave or anything, I can trust her. If I need my hair done, I can trust her. If I'm hungry, I can trust her. If I'm sick, oh by God, she's gonna turn into a phenomenal nurse. Baby, you can't go outside. So I'm asking y'all youngsters, that fellas, stop going for the looks, and what you need to do is ask her questions. Where do you see yourself in the next year? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you have anything going for yourself? Are you going to school, going to college? Are you finishing up school or grad school, whatever it is? Because this generation, like, so the music scene, it's blinding people. That's why I tell people the music I make is great. I know I enjoy it, but I make it for the young people that want to go out there and find somebody that wants to be with them, because in relationships, y'all need to know it's ups and downs. Now, if a person ain't right for you, let them go. But
Yeah.
don't try to fight. But if they are and they're making an effort, keep them around. And I promise you, man, all y'all young fellas out here, I know some of y'all young fellas out here be cutting up too, and thinking it's cool to mess around with multiple women. It ain't cool, bro. Get you one that's gonna rock out with you. That's why what y'all don't know is I made my old lady my manager, because I feel like a man, we gonna get the money, we gonna maintain the money, but the woman, she gonna spend a little. But if she sees something that is beneficial, a true woman, true divine woman, if she sees something that is beneficial to the word us, then she's gonna, hey, I seen this place, hey, I seen that place, hey, I seen this, hey, I thought we can do this together. And that's the beauty of a relationship. It's just that, hey, y'all gotta take y'all time. Stop being scared, man. If that girl come to you and say she like you, bro, go. I'm gonna tell y'all, first date, what y'all need to do, go to a coffee shop, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's
Go to a
number
coffee
one.
shop, bro.
You know, and I've never really been a big drinker or smoker or anything, and I actually don't even drink at all anymore. I don't smoke. Haven't done
I'm
any
throwing
drugs
down
in
to
years,
you,
man. I still
bruh.
do nicotine because I have ADD from hell, and I feel like it levels me out. I don't know. I gotta have
Yeah, that
something.
Newport.
Yeah, no, well, little nicotine pouches, and I'll vape here and there, but like,
Okay, the vaping is safe.
yeah, it's
The vape, we are connoisseurs of the vape life.
yeah,
Like,
and it smells good. You're like, damn, you Febreze? Nah, I'm vaping. I'm killing myself slowly for your enjoyment.
it's
You know, it's like,
oh shit, be spraying it and he's smelling it.
and it's crazy, man. You ever seen that movie, The Dead Poet Society?
Nope, but the name is interesting, and I would love to watch it.
So it's an older movie, but I've always considered myself like, you know, there's a guy who actually owns a company called this. But whenever I first found out about it, I'm like, that is exactly who I am. You know, it's called the Warrior Poet Society, meaning he's a ex Army Ranger, super badass dude, but he also has a wife and kids, and he's big on shooting guns and stuff like that. But he's also like, look, I'm a God fearing man. I go on mission trips around the world. He's like, you got to be ready if a guy breaks in to like protect, but you also got to know how to love, and you know, aka warrior poet. You know, have that empathetic side to you. You know, and it's so many people like go to war and stuff, and they'll come back and they won't be taught how to deal with it, so they'll get stuck with this. They're looking for a fight. They're looking for the next fight, and they're just trained to do that. And it's to find people that have overcome being a fighter. Not maybe it's not military, maybe it's not being a boxer, maybe it's fighting through, you know, growing up poverty, or growing up with a lot of death, or whatever it may be. But then to find a way to laugh in adversity and build empathy and sympathy and like a poetic, calming side to you that makes you a double-edged sword, and the other side is blunt. You know what I mean? It's like it gives you something that is to offer to a woman as long as she wants to be a part of it. You know, because that's the key, being a part of it, not hey, let's do our own things. It's like, yeah, you got to do your own things, but like we got to do this together. And if we failing together, we're failing together. But if we're doing great together, we're going to work through any up and down. Because I remember growing up, my grandfather always told me, he's like, right after my mom died, he's like, hey, look, every mountain has two sides. Remember that. He's like, you can hike up that mountain and it's hell. He's like, but going down ain't hard. You're going to get to the top.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. And I live by that every day. Something bad happens. I'm like,
You know what? That is a dope way to live. Like it's two sides to the mountain, going up and coming down. That is dope. That's something my granny would say. She would like,
and that's from that generation, my grandfather, he was just so wise, he figured out how to take life experiences and turn it into wisdom. And I try that every day. And then I'm like, wow, that was a joke. That was funny.
Nah, I mean, it can be a joke, but if you do take some of the, like I can use the music, for example, my granny used to always get on me about, oh, you don't have to go to the studio. You don't have to do this. You can do it yourself. And then it's like, damn, fast forward, we're doing it ourselves. So it's like the biggest purchase I made, speaking musically, I bought Yamaha speakers. My old apartment in Raleigh, God, I missed that apartment because it was so smart. It was dope. It was a smart apartment, but God had bigger plans because if I would have stayed in Raleigh, I wouldn't be able to maneuver now how I want to. I wouldn't be able to maneuver how I want to with my old lady. So being up in Charlotte, it is showing me that it's opportunity. So that by you saying the mountain thing, it really is. Now it's hitting me because it's like the journey up, it's always going to be the toughest.
But it's so rewarding. Like I actually have learned to love, and I love failure. I tell my team at work, I'm like, you got to fail big. Because if you don't fail big, one, you're not trying hard enough. Because if you fail, that meant you tried really hard. And for me, I can't just read a book and know how to do something. I've got to like go out there and give it my all.
Be hands-on with it.
If I F it up, then I know exactly what I did from my failure, how to go and do it right. And that's why I tell them, I'm like, go fail big. I'm like, they're like, fail? We should just go to get it right. I'm like, but if you live with the philosophy, you're just going to get it right. And then whenever you don't, it's going to fuel disappointment. You know what I mean? It's always going to fuel disappointment. But if you're giving it your all and you're like, man, I'm going to fail big. And whenever you get it right, you're like, hell yeah. It's like those failures are a little like finger post on my little highway to success.
I feel like failures to me, it builds your characteristics of who you are. Like if you willing to, a failure is not necessarily a loss to me. It's more like,
no.
If you go back in and look between the lines and pieces, like, okay, I did this, but it messed up right here. So I need to go right here and zoom out, pan it out, and be like, okay, what did I do wrong? And then now, like, what can I do now to make that situation better? That's why it's like I love music because I take my time. I don't like to rush because I think last time I rushed a project, what was it? One of my projects that I rushed, and I hate that I did it, and it's actually majority of her favorite songs on that project, and it was Blanco State of Mind, and that's when I had the afro. The cover and everything was perfect, but I feel like
I remember when you had an afro way back in the day too, man.
Bro, so it was like every time I see that project, like.
So what caused you to change from afro to? What do you call that hairstyle?
Oh man, it's just big. Nah, I tell people I'm at the.
It's cool though. I just don't know what it's called.
Nah, I just like single plastic. Everybody's like, you should get locks up in your hair. That's like, nah.
You could do the Johnny Depp thing, put some seashells in it, some beads.
Yeah. Oh, don't give her the shit. Hey, I do it, but nah. I just wanted to. This is me. Like as a kid, I always wanted like cornrows and stuff like that. So this is me finally being myself. Like I wanted to. The bull ring in my nose and stuff. But wife's like, And she was like, no, you're going to be working a job and stuff like that. So you don't want to have that. She's like, not the job permits, it's cool. But this is me. I'm finally giving people me. So when they hear this new project I'm working on, which is called Soundtrack of Tomorrow, Chapter 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's different from the first one because I'm telling people now you're really getting in tune to who I am as a person.
So you call it, so the album's called Soundtrack to Tomorrow, Volume 2.
Not soundtrack of tomorrow.
Of Tomorrow. So what's the story behind that name?
Well, it got, be honest with you, I wasn't going to do another one because I got, like I said, we all go through times of our life where we like, man, we want to fucking give up. But it was inspired when I came back home from Texas and we went straight to Raleigh. And I was living off of this, my sister, she let me stay at like Deep Hollow Drive. And I was near everything. And I was like, I needed something to show them that I've been through some shit. But now it's like I throughout the whole story, you'll see from me going through some shit, but handle it. But now, it's like now where I'm at in my life, I feel like God about to get ready to hit me with a play action play.
Yeah.
And I'm the quarterback, and the way it's
You just got to Peyton Manning that shit, man.
Perfect. Yeah, like I feel like God is about to get ready to. I'm on my Peyton Manning right now.
He's got your offensive line ready. He's like, man, you got an open field. Chuck that.
Yeah,
damn thing.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So now it's like I can go so many routes, but that the reason why I got inspired is because I want people to understand as a artist. We're not going to be, I got to perform every day. I got to go out here and drink every day. I got to go be with this guy. I got to go smoke weed with them. I got to go drink liquor with them. No, you got responsibility at home. You got to pay for them lights because you use the studio equipment. She'll tell you. When I first met my old lady, when I got into the apartment, she would tell every night before we go to bed, I'll mute myself on the WhatsApp, and she bought me a phone stand. And this is where I tell people where it comes into play with having a good woman that supports you, bro. She bought me a phone stand because she got tired of me leaning the phone up against the mixer. And I'll be in the corner recording and stuff like that, and I turn it. And she inspired that. That's why I told her, I was like, hey, we going to the studio. She didn't know I was about to put her on it. So when my mom heard the song, she goes like, who's that? It's like, she's like, no way. I was like, yeah. She's like, you put her on your album? I was like, Mama, she all over there. She's like, why? I was like, because I want people, when they hear this version of Soundtrack Tomorrow, because like I said, she my biggest fan. She'll tell me.
So you got your wife on the new album, More Than One Songs, yeah?
Yeah, she got, yeah.
I mean, dude, no one can, like, see, that's the thing about music. That's what I love, is like, you're doing what you want to do, and you can't make this shit up. Like, you're having a genuine experience. Like, so you're married and you're going to be thinking later, maybe you'll have kids, maybe you don't, maybe you got kids or whatever. And like one day you're like, me and your mom sat down and we wrote this album and we had a blast. And you're like, what? I thought that was someone else.
The crazy
that's
thing
mom
about
and dad? Like,
she got
and that's
to
like a cool thing,
it though, because she was used to seeing me on the phone and the LED lights in my room. I had the acoustic paneling all over the door. I would record music. I had like, I put to you like this. If there's ever a chance I could go back and do that whole scenario over again where I met her and knowing what I know now, the business, I probably would still be up there, but I'll probably be traveling further. But it's worth it because it's the journey. So I tell people the Soundtrack of Tomorrow, chapter 2, it's all about the journey. Chapter 1 was about me being young. I was around my brother. He had his apartment off of Broad River, Sunset Drive, and we spent a whole year picking beats. Then the next year, we spent a whole year recording the songs. We would go in there, record the songs. Then we go to the next one, record the song. Then we spent another year mixing and mastering. And people was like, you don't go to a regular studio. How does your music sound like this? I was like, because of the people I work with. So now.
And I've always agreed. I used to go to record drums somewhere and they would be like, hey, dude. I would tell them, I'm like, hey, I want more kick out of my bass drum. They're like, no, trust me, man. I'm the engineer. I'm like, you don't know what I'm thinking for this song. So I just was like, screw it. Bought all my own mics, learned how to audio engineer drums, which I tell you, I can audio engineer guitar, vocals. Drums, the hardest shit ever to record.
That's a pain in the cookie, bro.
Because you've got all this crap, but it's rewarding because I can do it on my own. That's why I call this the music lab. It's like where I sit in here to be like Dexter's laboratory, like that evil, like, I'm working today. You know what I mean? Like,
but yeah, man, it's she partake in inspiring that because I was like, man, I'm not about to do this shit again. So I'm not about, because at first it was gonna be called the Smokers Lounge, but then I thought about it, and when the more she kept coming around, I was like, yo, I was like, the more she come around, the more my the element of my craft is expanded. So the new songs, like I got love songs on there. I even started a new trend with when people go out somewhere, they be like, oh, thank you. I be like, welcome, welcome. Nobody knew that I started. They're like, bro, what did you say? I was like, yeah. So we got a song. She's on there.
It's not saying any of your other music wasn't,
yeah,
but you could tell this next album is truly deeply from the heart.
yeah, it
You
is
know, it's
because I want people to understand, like, you can fail, within yourself, but don't fail life. And I feel like this next project, when it do come out, it's gonna stick because it's so much. It's so much. The music that's out now to me is whack. I'm being,
it
like I
definitely is. There's a
started.
few artists out
Nah,
there when it comes to hip hop, dude,
I
that are
caught
like,
myself the other day listening to the Gorillas,
oh
and
yeah,
then
dude.
she came. It's like, babe, if who was what? No, somebody did this. What was that song that person did? If Gorillas was covering the Grinch, it was so dope, and that's why
Dude, the Gorillaz is awesome because you got this one guy in every album. I'm a huge fan of the Gorillaz. He's like, he changes it up so much, especially like Plastic Beach. If you've heard that album, it came out a few years back. I was on like Snoop Dogg became Snoop Lion, and he like did a song on there before he put the Reincarnated album out. And it was so cool because it was like this random ass, like, just jamming. This dude's just like, I'm a fiddle faddle and like make some stuff that's really just kind of a lingering sound. And then, doom, he just drops something in, and then it's like, he does all his animation and stuff. It's such a cool, unique thing. It's like Linkin Park, dude. Being a drummer, like, and just always loving, like, I've always had an appreciation for hip hop, but like, this is why I got into Adelphi and hanging out. Like, I've known Marco for years, but I was like, dude, I don't like what I hear on the radio. If I can change this, that's my goal. I want to bring back that Beastie Boys, Run DMC, like that live music show.
Bruh.
You know, I will say my generation and my brother's generation, who is older than me, we gave Vanilla Ice a lot of shit. But I like the guy, man. I fucking like Vanilla Ice. And
Crazy
even like Weird
thing.
Al and people like that, man. I'm like, now that I look at it as I'm older, I'm like, dude, they were having a fucking blast.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. When you listen to that music, they was having fun. Like, bro, crazy you mentioned Vanilla Ice. So me and my old lady, we play Fortnite. And every time she get the sword and she slices the people up, I'll go slice, slice,
I
baby.
thought you were about to be like,
dun,
word
dun.
to your mother.
Now I'd be like, slice, slice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. And then she was like, are you quoting? She's like, are you saying Vanilla? I was like, yeah. So that's why I said this new project, I'm going to show people like, hey, if you got somebody in your life that love you for what you do and who you are, because of your heart, bro, incorporate them in, because guess what? Now they have the right to brag and say like, hey, we need to bring back them days where the couples was bragging on each other.
Oh yeah.
Because nowadays it's too much oh, he's not this, she's not that. But now with that soundtrack of tomorrow, chapter 2, people are gonna see that I'm not playing. Like I still got the old Armani on there with the I got a song called Who They Want. She heard it. I was like, babe, that's gonna be the football song. That's gonna be something like
that's actually, the halftime jammer.
Yeah, bro. Like I really, be honest with you, I'm getting to the point now that another artist I listen to is Vince Staples. He's out from Cali.
Okay.
And he had an interview where he said artists need to start learning how to really read, because you can get what I mean by read is like read these contracts and read certain things, because you can now get your music played like TV shows. You can get it.
Oh yeah.
What they call licensing. Like you got people, you have artists,
and that's why I've only been looking at the business side of all of what I've been doing the past few years.
The business.
That's why, like drumming, dude. I hated TikTok for years. Now I'm like, I'm making money on TikTok just by doing drums,
TikTok,
man.
When I say TikTok, I use it for gaming, and I will put my song up in it. So now my friend who promotes and stuff for me, he puts my music on TikTok. He's like, you need to make a page. I was like, he's like, no, you don't. I got that. I was like, yeah, bro, I don't want a TikTok because it's too much. But music now for me, like I learned Snapchat is a sleeping giant.
Well, I was listening to some of your stuff, catching up, like just listening to some your recent stuff, and I found a few songs because every time I put a podcast out, like if it's not a beat or something I made, which I can make some simple stuff or whatever, but they'll like copyright me. They're like, oh, if you don't have rights for it. So I was listening to a few of your songs. I'm like, man, and this is what I told Marco too. I'm like, how can I utilize a platform? Which is why I'm doing this. One, I want to get out there in comedy, but I also want this to be a platform to help musicians, physical artists, comedians, whatever, movie people, actors, fucking movie people. But like for them to come out here talk about what they're doing so people can see the different side of not just the iTunes song list and see what they're actually working on, the method behind the madness of how they got there, who they are, why they do it, and to have some jokes along the way, get to know them more as an artist.
I feel like
as
that's
like
what that's what most podcasts should be about instead of trying to, oh, well, you got like along the way.
But this one's unfiltered, meaning,
yeah, like we say what we want, but
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, music.
I'll be canceled tomorrow.
Nah, you won't. You won't. Trust me, you won't. Like, look, God got too much in store for us, man. But musically, soundtrack of tomorrow, chapter 2, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be great. Y'all in for like the sounds on there. All I can tell you is I'm proud of my brother Mufasa because I told him I was like, bro, you got some blessed hands because
he's great, man.
But what that boy would he is the reason why her and then she and him. He'll send me beats all the time, but every time I come there to see that he still got that studio set up, he gets off work and he goes straight at it. And that is key. If you're a businessman and you trying to handle anything, always work on that. When you get off, shower up, go cook you some dinner, but go work on what you're supposed to work on. That's why I tell people I have a merch line on the merchbooth.com that you was looking at. The prices may be high, but I'm working on dropping my prices because when they had a website called Store Frontier, I was selling my merch for like $15 to $20, nothing less than it. The beer koozies, all that beer koozies like $3.
Oh, that'll hit well down here in the South.
Yeah,
man.
that's why I'm saying like
and tailgaters.
What I go out there with a whole bag of beer koozies, $3.
Yeah, bingo.
Oh yes, indeed. Broken English, that's another one. That is an EP. Like I said, a lot of people don't know Armani OD works with some producers. It's just that I don't. Areas in the Cut. That's another. He's Myrtle Beach. That's what I'm
you've
saying.
Been on a lot of tracks back in the day. Just thinking about stuff Marco would link up. Like there was people like Super Mario and freaking so many
crazy.
Brick Squad Monopoly guys like Skeezy Scott and stuff. Like all these people that we would be. Not that
but the crazy thing we were around.
It doesn't
them.
matter if we want to do trap because I hate it just as much as you. But I'm like, I'll
stand it, bro.
But I will link up with this guy and be like, hey, dude, this is a trap song, but what if I threw this verse out there? Do you care?
I mean, the reason why I said
just add that own little like, and that's one thing I always tried to tell DHD to do, and I still kind of keep up with him a little bit.
Oh no, he's doing good now. I'm proud of him. The music that he has now.
So I'm working on a few tracks with him and Devin Patrick. He's got
good guy.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a few things for them because he's going for this country rap thing. And I'm like, dude, I was like, me and him had always had the goal. And he's like, all right, I'm finally game too. I'm like, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere. We could do this from you being in Tennessee and me here. We just got to do it one step at a time, no rush, and make like an EP, just some crazy like freaking like, it's kind of like Travis Barker and Yellow Wolf.
Yeah, but the thing is like I said, I remember when DHD used to do his own style of trap music. The reason why I say I despise it now because it done got trap music back in the day. To me, it had substance, like it had a story to it. No, for real, like it had a story to it. Like they built up to it. But it's like the younger version, the young people that's doing it now, they are ruining it because everybody's saying the same thing. Like back then, the trap rappers I used to listen to was the T.I., the Young Jeezys, the Gucci Mans, the Young Dolphs, the Yo Gottis,
I'll tell you one of the coolest people I met by accident who was homeless at the time when I was a DJ at the club up in Greenville back when I used to DJ at clubs. Mm. And freaking DMX Ernie, back in the day, I didn't know he lived in Greenville at the time. And this guy was up at the club I was DJing, came up there with an empty bottle of Hennessy, and he's like, hey, I need more. I was like, this is the DJ booth, bro. You got to leave. Like, people can't come up here. unless you got money for a request. He's like, you know who the fuck? And he starts barking. And I'm like, yo, you fucking look like DMX. And he was like, I am. He's like, here's my fucking ID. And I'm Googling. I'm like, holy shit. I was like, bro. I was like, what's up? He's like, dude, I just want some Hennessy. I fucking call. I'm like, get this man some Hennessy. He's getting a chair real quick. And he's drunk as hell. Me and him got to talking. And he was like, dude, he's like, and I fucking love DMX. He used to put on mad shows, but he got addicted to coke, lost all his money, made poor decisions. But he said the same thing. He's like, dude, he's like, I used to have a fucking blast out there, trapping, whatever, having fun. But like we would be talking about the struggles and stuff growing up through the hood and things like that he would be talking about. And it was a substance, but like nowadays you're just like, what the hell? Like,
I feel like, so I'm gonna break it down, and this is to everybody that's listening, because I know people gonna try to take the words I said. I want y'all to hear what I'm about to say. I feel like during around my time when I was coming up, trap music, the substance of it, somebody said take risk and prosper. So when I say the trap music I grew up on, the T.I.'s, my favorite song by T.I. was Be Easy, because as a young, I was in middle school, and that video used to come on. And what people didn't understand is that was trap music. And what people don't understand is like, the hood can be a trap. Your home can be a trap if you let it be a trap.
It doesn't have
too.
to be a trap house, meaning like a drug house. Yeah.
The younger generation now, they are tarnishing it because everybody want to be a shooter. Everybody want to be a scammer. Like, no, y'all don't want that life, because the whole time you putting it out, guess what? The jump out boys is waiting on y'all.
Yeah, people don't realize, like, it's like humility. Most people, like, I'm missing teeth. I used to do MMA and all that, kickboxing.
I don't see how you did that, but
and I loved it, dude. But I've never been in a fight outside of a mat. You know what I mean? And I've got my ass handed to me, and I've fucking done a few amateur fights years ago, and it was fun. But see, the thing about it is there's always someone bigger and more badass than you, and if you don't have humility, they're gonna give it to you. And
by tenfold,
we would beat the hell out of each other and then shake it out, handshake, because it's a game. We're there as a sport, and people they lack that whole, that it's all cool to have a gun and then until it's not. And I'm like, I carry guns because, one, I like to hunt, or two, like, God forbid, like, I got first line of defense a dog, but like, it's a protective thing. I'm a guy who has had a gun on my head when I was carrying a lawful weapon, and I've never pulled it out because I've been given the grace of God to be who I am, to talk my way out of a situation, or to, you know what I mean?
That's what I tell people. Again, God is key, man. That's why I'm able to venture away from certain things. I'm able to live my life. That's why I tell people right now, my main thing I do is just focus on the music and focus on the ones that truly love me for me. That's why I'm able to get in the vehicle, go out of town, do what I want to do. Like, I invested in like one of the little tripods and stuff, because when I like to travel, I like to capture stuff. I like to do, if I'm feeling the motivation, whatever comes to mind, I put a quote up. So that's why I'm telling everybody, don't let something that's not good hold you back from doing good. That's why I said music, that is my gateway, because my main goal for this music is, I tell people, I don't want to be famous. Like, there's a difference between being famous and popular.
Well, it's like, do you want to aspire to make a living or aspire to make a difference? And I've always been the person that, like, if I'm making a difference, one, I know that I'm taken care of. I got a roof over my head. I have a running vehicle. I have food. Yeah. You know what I mean? I have the things I need. And maybe and this thing about wealth is like, I do want to be wealthy because I've gone around the world and done mission work and seen what it's like to be in a third world country and things like that. And it's like, I want to be wealthy so I can truly give back, but the way I want to do it. I don't want to just round up at Ronald McDonald's fucking house. I want to go and dig a well and be like, hey, I bought all the bricks. Y'all want to help? Oh, shit, we didn't have bricks. Yeah. We got people. It's like, I want to be able to be wealthy and get my point across, but like able to actually make the difference I want, not what the damn whoever wants.
Crazy thing, you speak on that. It's about, to me, when it comes to this music, it's more of like, what people don't know is I didn't fully grow up with my mother. And like I said, again, God is key. My mom, she hasn't had a job in 20 plus years, but she makes her money because she has her own business. And my mom, like, every time I see my mom, I'm like so grateful. Like, my mom, she have her days where they don't fuck with me. but did she have her days? How you doing and stuff like that? And
that's probably why. So you saying that, I'll tell you this, and this may give you perspective on you in a very awesome way. One, I'm glad you still have a relationship with your mom at least. But see, when my mom passed away when I was 12, as a child, like your father is not the guy you go to for like
emotional
empathy.
yeah.
And so when that happened, single dad, bunch of brothers, a little sister, time to grow up, time to, hey, wipe that crap away and rub some dirt on it, get back after it. And then it gave me perspective of, and I'm glad that the years that went on after that, probably 15 years after that, 10 for sure, where I was just literally stoic, work, no empathy. I'm grinding. I'm freaking like elite level me. But like, if you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm like, no, that's not me. But I'm here. If you want some advice, I will sit here and listen to you. But I'm not the one who's gonna be like, no, I'm not, and then gaining that perspective of like, because it gave me so much drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you have that, and then you hit like 26, 27, and you realize, okay, I do need a little empathy.
Bro,
I need it.
cried.
And then you gain it back. And then you're like, after years of not having it as much, from not having that mom figure as present or whatever, it was
Moms
actually
are important.
They are, but it's a gift. It's a gift that, it's like God's gift to us. Like every day, I try to remind myself every day I go to sleep, I put, my shoes or whatever up under the bed. So that way in the morning when I get up to get them, I have to get on my knees. So while I'm there, I go ahead and say thank you. It's like I say thank you for all the hardships because, man, they made me who I am. And I'm so grateful because God, like, that's who he is. You can't just be like some amazing person.
You know what?
Without...
This may sound funny. I'm about to say, God is like that favorite cousin that comes to the cookout.
Yeah.
Everybody is trying to, hey man, what's such and such that? What's such and such that? That's why I tell people, and people be taking it as a joke, like, bro, like, life is a gift. God give you a mama and a daddy, you better be grateful because the person that took part birthed me, and like I said, I'm being real personal on this album, and I'm about to tell you, the person that took part in birthing me, I used to have so much animosity towards my mother, and I'm being brutally honest. Growing up as a young kid, young teenager.
Oh, yeah.
But boy, when I became an adult and I saw how hardcore my mom was when she was, I can honestly say my mom is solid.
Oh yeah, and that's the cool thing when you finally realize it and choose to be like, man, those past 10 years, that was funny. Oh, I'm glad I realized this versus some people who realize it and they're like, no, there's no way that was real. Like, I can't believe
Hell
that.
no, I got to see it firsthand.
But there's people that will realize these great things about who they had issues with. They rebelled against their parents, whatever. And I think that's the issue with a lot of young men and especially young ladies and Gen Z or whatever, is, to be brutally honest, is either one, lacking fathers, or having a shadow of a present father who's not being a father. Because if I had a daughter, I'm glad I have two boys. She's not leaving the house wearing all that. You know what I mean? I'm hell fuck no.
No.
Like, what the hell? Like,
no.
my brother's got daughters, and he's like, get back in the house. Like,
hell no, I'm not about to. No, that's why my wife, she be like, I want a little boy. That's why I want a daughter. She's like, why you want a daughter? And I'd be like, because it's dope to have a daughter, because I want her to see what real men look like.
Oh yeah.
Like,
you got to be the change, you know what I mean?
Change the narrative, and now that I look at it, it falls into my music. And I took a sit back. Like, I went through my laptop recently and I deleted all the beats that was like, did not fit what I had going on now. And I told myself, I was like, if it don't fit with what I got going on now, God, just give me a sign, let me know. I see my mama come out the room. She goes, hey, son, what you doing? She see me by that computer, nodding my head and stuff. And she's like, you got this. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, exactly, the moms and dads are important in this generation because there's too much looseness going on with people.
Yeah.
And
you got to have structure,
But the thing is, it take time with structure. But now we got kids growing up within a blink of an eye thinking that it's cool to do what they're doing now. That's why I say I wish that the younger generation could see what we went through. So I guarantee then if they can fast back forward to the time where they had not, they would appreciate what they had, because now everything is changing, and I'm appreciating it just 10 times a tad bit more. And life is precious. So that's why I'm able to make music. I'm able to travel, go out of town, take vacations. Not necessarily when I want to, but when it's an opening for it, like, hey, we can go do this, that. And now it's just like I said, it's beautiful because now look at us.
Yeah,
You got the
exactly.
podcast. I'm doing music. I'm able to drive where I want to go.
And you got the merch line too. I'm going to put this up on the screen for everyone looking too, where you can find, what's the name of your merch company?
It is FLF Apparel, but right now we're getting ready. 2025 I got new logos. So for those that see the website on there, those are the vintage logos. So if you grab those, you know, whatever you want, a t-shirt, tank top, hoodie, or anything, that right there, that is the original FLF logo. It stands for Forever Love Family. You know, you can get the one with the Armani OD on there with the feather on there. Feel free to get what you want. But like I said, I'm doing this because I love it. I want to be able to take care of I'm at the point where me as a man, I want to take care of my family. You know, I don't, everybody else want it because nobody don't have no value when they say, oh, I want to get rich. And it's like, what do you want to get rich for?
Yeah.
Like, you just want to have money. Well, if you have money, what are you going to do with it? Like,
it's kind of like I think about this often. I'm a big, I like Marvel. I love DC. I've always loved comics and superheroes. But like, you think about the serum that Captain America got. It's like, like the German scientist said, he's like, if you're good, this will make you better. He's like, but if you're bad, with this great power I'm about to give you, it's going to make you really bad. You know what I mean? And that's how he got his powers. If he wasn't like the good guy he was, the humble soldier, then it's like, it's like the Spider-Man quote, Stan Lee with all these little things he'd be putting in there. He's like, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, indeed, man. That's true. That's think about it. They say man is the head of the household. We have the power. Yeah. So we also have to understand we have a responsibility with that power. If you got a family that got the wife and the kids, and you got the I wouldn't even call them pets, but the fur babies, as my homegirl say. She's like, or we have a responsibility. If man's best friend is a dog, guess what? You got to feed the dog. You got to make sure the dog watered. You got to make sure the dog clean. If you got children, you got to make sure the daughter understand that no boys until a certain age. If you got sons, you got to make sure understand, hey, you're going to go out here and do something. You're not going to sit in the house all day. You're going to go play football, soccer, cricket, polo, do something. But this make something of yourself, because Stanley, right? We have the power now. That's why I tell people the way I'm living my life now, I'm in control. God, He gave it to me. So it's like, if I can, what day you need me, I can come down here within the day, and I don't mind taking a drive. And I feel like the connections I have now, I'm grateful, because all that power I had, I took responsibility to keep that connection going. Like this. It's like a hand. When you do a handshake,
yeah,
that's a powerful connection. When you hug someone, that's a powerful connection. When you give someone a compliment jingly, that's
it's like it's a love language. It's not like an intimate partner love language. Love meaning you love your friends, your family, your brothers, your sisters, like extended people you add on in life. Like, and it's like you don't just say, see you next time. It's like, hey, man, it's, you want it to be known that is a connection being made, a bond of like, hey, I actually care about you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a strong connection.
And that is why I keep people around that I love, because I know for a fact it works itself out in the long run. Like my mama always had this saying, if you are not around me when I'm going through my struggle, you don't need to be around me when the fruitations of everything come back from working hard. So that's why I tell people, what you got right now, hold on to it. And if you keep in contact, hey, how you doing? And you keep that connection, it's going to work. Like I said, they'll see the new music. I do have videos in the vault. So I'm dropping those before New Year's. I said I'm gonna finish the year with a bang.
And so where can not to so what we'll probably do is, man, is I've got to have you on here a lot more often, man.
Bro,
This
I
is
told
awesome.
you, I'll be your look, bro. If you need me to come down here and we can do reactions and
Dude, we
stuff
could
like.
talk for hours, man.
But you'll run your YouTube up because I have, like I said, you like conspiracy theories. I like
Yeah,
if
next
you
time you come, I'll run the podcast with a bunch of questions and stuff that'll get us thinking about some crazy stuff. And
hey bro, I got an idea that pop up in my head. You should have something like uh you know how they have little different things like creepy or not creepy. Yeah, we should have a segment in the podcast that like is this creepy or is this not creepy or is this like conspiracy or some bullshit?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So, you know, I'm down to do that. That's why I'm saying it goes back to the connection thing. So I most definitely, like I said, people, if y'all listening, y'all gonna see more of me and Matt because this is something.
Yeah, tell everybody where they can find all your stuff at, man. I'm gonna put something on the screen for
All
them,
right,
your
so
Instagram
people,
with all that.
to the people that have Spotify, you can find me Armani OD on there. Please stream as much as you want. Apple Music to the iPhone users, stream as much as you want. What people don't know is Amazon Music is actually dope. You can find me on there. They're spinning me on there. If you would like to ask me questions or anything, you can follow me on Instagram, Armani_OD. If you would like to know more about the merch, I have another Instagram page, FLF Apparel. If you see the gold FLF letters, you found the right page. Facebook, Armani OD. Like I said, feel free. You know, I answer questions. I take requests and all that. And, you know, it's all love, man. It's all love. Like I said, y'all go on to merchbooth.com, hit that search bar, type in you can type in Armani OD or FLF, or if, like I said, if you need the whole link, I'll give it to you. Just keep a lookout. You know, I'm always doing great things. New project, like I said, soundtrack of tomorrow, chapter 2. That's we finishing it up. We actually going to the lab after the podcast to go get it done. Broken English, that's done. That is book 1. And then Broken English book 2 is getting done. All in all, man, y'all will see us more on the podcast because like I said, this is I like doing stuff like this, and then it keeps me out the house. It makes people, you know, want to be intrigued by you because I don't want people to just see me as, oh, he just an artist. Like, no, I do much more. Like, I go out. Heck, I even went, bro, you know, crazy thing happened. So I went door dashing the other day. And the area I live in, North Carolina, it's like slightly country, like nice houses and everything. And I took an order from DoorDash. And I went all the way out there to Pinefield, Matthews area, and there was so many houses out there. I told my wife, I was like, I got inspired just like what I was like, I seen all these houses and stuff, but they're in like trees and stuff, and I was taking an order. And some, you know how people have road rage.
Oh yeah.
So I was coming back from that area, and I was like, oh man, my signal. I was like, fuck, Boost Mobile signal messing up, and somebody hit me up. It's like, hey, was that you driving? It's like, who is this? He's like, yeah, man, I see you driving your little car. I was like, yeah, I'm doing DoorDash. He's like, man. He's like, bro, do you own the song These Days? I was like, which one? I was like, there's 2 different versions. He's like, man, I love that song, bro. I love the song. And I was like, which one? I was like, there's These Days from Grind Flu No Days Off when y'all was around for that era. Y'all know that era.
Oh yeah.
I was like, or you talking about the Evolver 5000, you know, Armani OD project, which is These Days Volume 2. He's like, the one with the guy RJ King. I was like, oh, that These Days, right? That's a personal song. I was like, he's like, well, it's like, man, I seen you driving. I told a guy about you, about my marketing agency and stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying that's why I love doing music because you don't know who's watching. You don't know who wants to connect with you. I have people on the video game. They follow me. They'll follow me on my PlayStation account, but don't realize that my PlayStation and Xbox account is connected. And it's so amazing to be able to still be alive, be able to do music, hop on a podcast, do an interview, be able to go in the studio. My old lady there with me, she's partaking. Like, if she hears something that's terrible, she'd do it over. you know, she'll, hey, breathe. So it's like having a coach there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all in all, stuff like this, I love doing stuff like this because we're older now. So it's like we can give a full perspective of like, hey, if you want to know something, y'all can talk to us and stuff like that. But like I said, it'll be dope.
Yeah,
you
I've
know?
gained wisdom. Come to me.
Oh, no, look here, bro. She can shoot. She can talk too, but I don't know. She just cool as, she's very cool as fuck.
That's awesome, man. I'm freaking happy for y'all. That's
Is you sleep or praying? Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. That's how it works. She's like, but like all in all,
knows
like
how the light dimmed down for a second. She's
like
like, praying.
and
God's like, I'm here, just so you know.
Yeah, but all in all, y'all, like, just stay tuned, man. Just I'm gonna be here more often because I think me and him, we gonna have y'all laughing, bro. Matter of fact,
we'll have to work on some music stuff too, man. I'll show you some of my projects.
Nah, bro,
on.
you need to hit the. Tell him. We gonna be here all night. Tell him we gonna tell. But I just want to tell y'all something funny. So since Matt, he do comedy, I want y'all to laugh. So I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So when I first met Matt was like, he was scrawny. I ain't know who you, bro. I ain't know who you was, but my homeboy, you scared one of my homeboys. He's like, who's this small looking white dude? he's like,
the fucking hobbit sized guy.
Yeah, but he was like, he's like, bro, he's like, you know him? I was like, yeah, that's Matt. My homeboy, he's like, that motherfucker look like he'll fuck you up. I was like, try it. He's like, what you mean?
That was back when I did MMA.
Yeah, he was like, but he's short, but he looked like he'll slam a motherfucker. I was like, try it. So we was so I think I pulled up one day. You was leaving. We was all sitting on the porch one day, and my homeboy called me. He was like, "Hey, can I pull up?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, "We sitting on the porch, me, you." I think it was me, you. We was sitting because we was sitting at that table, the glass table. Yeah. And he was like,
"That was where it all happened."
Yeah, he was like, "Man, I rode by." He's like, "Man, I seen that little short motherfucker on the porch." I was like, "Bro, what are y'all scared for?" He's like, "Man, I seen Columbine." I was like, "First of all." I say Matt probably would punch you. He wouldn't shoot you. I was like, he would probably punch you and then tell you shouldn't have made that type of judgment. He's like, man, that's a white people shit, man. I was like, no, it ain't. That's a man shit. I was like, you out there personifying that I'm gonna do something to you. You don't even know me. Then you don't need to be around with me. And he's like, man, but I'm just saying you gotta watch people. So. Tell me why we get done. I think we got done chilling. We was smoking pot and shit. And I go home. He did all this rambling about. Man, you shouldn't be hanging around him. Tell me why, y'all. A flying cockroach flew inside the 2-door Honda. 4 black guys. No, here's the thing. The latch was broken. And this is why I tell y'all, when God tell you he don't like ugly, y'all better stop talking about people. I don't know if he got tired of my dog talking about Matt. But the flying cockroach, it got in the car. I'm sitting in the back seat. I'm scrunched up like this, like, please don't get on me.
Fly on him.
Nah, yeah, I was like, nah, they in there. But the funny part was it flew in a fucking triangle. It didn't hit me.
Like the Bermuda Triangle. He's in the middle.
Yeah, it kept flying around. He's like, my homeboy, he goes, man, one of y'all got some bad juju. One of y'all got some bad juju on you, man. Who y'all got beef with? I was like, who y'all was talking about? He told, man, I wasn't talking about nobody. I was like, I don't know, brother. You called me early because you got scared of the little short dude. He told, man, I'm just saying, bro. I was like, hey. I say that cockroach, so it stopped flying. We didn't know where the car was, so they thought, it stopped flying and it went under the seat. Man, I told him, I was like, man, y'all gonna learn to stop talking about people. So all of a sudden, he was like, man, fuck this shit. He's like, I ain't scared. I'm still talking. I was like, shut up. Tell me why. He go to hit the damn blunt. The damn flying cockroach was on his damn hand. Where the finger at, and he was about to get smoked, but he threw the damn blunt. lit the damn. I'm talking about this.
You fucking lit the cockroach.
Yeah, no, he lit the cockroach in the blunt, but the blunt fell on the floor, and everybody we was trying to pile out the car, but
This sounds like some story.
Yeah, bro, we was hotboxing with a cockroach, bro.
Yeah.
So
that's why he was flying a fucking triangle. Like, I
he
don't
was
know where the
trying to
fuck I am, man.
Yeah, but it was funny because he had to roll down the window and open the door. And when he got out the car, his ass took off running to start. You know how you think something on you? He started. Me and my brother in the back seat, we get out of that shit smooth as hell. We stoned as fuck. He's like, hey, bro. He's like, you seen that roach? He's like, nah, that motherfucker probably stoned. So, another funny part is, so he ended up shutting the door, and the smoke's still in there. The damn roach flies up to the glass, to the dash, to the windshield. And all you see him is crawling, and then you see his wing flap like one more time, motherfucker just drop down. And
He was high as hell.
Yeah, that roach was high as hell, but we didn't get back in that car, though.
I want to hear this story from the roach's perspective.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been talking about. I believe, man, certain things happen to people because you should. Like, bro, it was one time I was talking junk about a teacher in school, man, because we used to call, you remember, what was the SpongeBob's driving instructor?
Oh, Miss
Puff.
Miss Puff.
We had a lady in high school. She had glasses and everything. Her name is Miss Montgomery. I love this lady. She was my U.S. history teacher in 11th grade, and people was like, man, she looked like Mrs. Puff, and we was like, they laughing, you know. And I believe in superstitions and all that. Like, what you do to others, this should come back to you. So one day I'm at I'm going to her class and stuff. They like, yeah, Miss Puff, Miss Puff, Miss Puff, Miss Puff. So at the time I can't remember, but I had an allergic reaction to the food, and I ate something that was spicy, but I was supposed to like take it off. And we come back, I snuck out her class, bro, to go to lunch to get it because I was like, bro, I'm about to eat this. I snuck out the class. I come back, my damn cheeks.
Looking like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
But you know what she called me? She's like, oh, glad to make it back to class, Puff Daddy. I was like,
oh, shit.
Yeah, she called me Puff Daddy. Now, at the time.
Was she white or black?
She was an old, one of them old school black teachers that still believe in the paddle and the ruler.
Oh, yeah, corporal punishment.
What you mean? No, she believed it. No.
She believed in whooping your ass.
She believed whooping your ass. We had an English teacher that had something called 0 to the 5th power. If you go to sleep in her class, nigga, you failed the semester. The first, bro, that's how it was. That's why I'm saying life is a precious gift. You're gonna have your funny moments and your crazy moments. Just don't talk about people because shit can happen to you, bro. Like,
oh yeah, I've learned that too. Like the roach story.
I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them flying cockroaches. Nah, I will run, bro.
You just be outside having a nice night, hanging out by the fire, just like, oh man, let me go grab a beer. Go grab a beer, and you just. What the fuck is that? And then you just like, ain't nothing. Then you're like, what's in my hair? What the fuck is in my hair? And then you just, and then your whole night's ruined.
Hell nah, bro. You know the scariest thing I've seen, bro, was a praying mantis eating a hornet. So after seeing a praying mantis, because they take their little claw and they start biting at the neck. Oh, they bit that. We had, I think I had, as a kid, I had a praying mantis on my shoulder, but I smacked the fuck out of that thing. I was like,
I don't want no bug doing martial arts on me. Pass. Like,
he took damn Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
I just realized that. He said, I don't want no, but like I said, bugs are also funny creatures though. Like who else? What's another? I think I got another. No.
How efficient would it be to be a roly poly? I'd be like, I'm just gonna roll down there, man. Like,
hell nah, bro. No, I think
those were always the cool bug. You'd get a caterpillar, you're like, I like this. What the fuck did you turn into overnight? Like, damn.
I think hold on, animals funny, but I got one more funny. So I got a dog story, bro. So I was living in Myrtle Beach, y'all. and I had this dog named Willis, and I love my homie. I love that dog, but I had to give it up to the Humane Society because they was like, "Oh, you can't handle it," and then I was working heavy. But so Willis was the kind of dog, he was cool. Like the dog was trained, but if he tell you he got to go to the bathroom, and he sit at the door and he look at you like this, I was playing the game. And at the time, I don't think what was around. That's when like Snapchat was like slowly popping, wasn't popping, stuff like that.
Must have been like 2014 or 15 or something like that.
Yeah, like it just popped up, stuff like that. So, that's when about time when the stimulus came around.
Yeah.
I had just recently got rid of Will. Willis knew I had to get rid of him because he was just like, so you just gonna give me up to the Humane Society. I was in my room crying. I was throwing glass around. My neighbor was like, he all right? He's like, nah, he had to give up his dog, and that was his best friend. So I'm mad as hell. So tell me why, to cool down. I'm like, damn, I cleaned up my apartment, wiped away the hair and shit like that. So Willis left his mark. I'm thinking everything cool. I done made the bed. I get in my bed, bro, and it's a big ass piss spot in the middle of my fucking bed.
He was like, "You ain't giving me away without me leaving a mark."
Yes, my dog peed. He peed in the bed. Damn. He moved the blanket because the dog was smart. Like he can kick and move the blanket to make it look like nobody was there. So I told the building supervisor, "Hey, bro, I need another mattress." He's like, "What happened?" I was like, "Will is pissed in the bed." He said, "I thought you got rid of him." I was like, "Nah." I was like, "That dog knew what time it was." So that dog said, "Yeah, you MFer, you're going to get rid of me. I'm going to stop you from getting some." Bruh, do you know how hard it was?
You can't get that piss smell out for a while, man. Do
you know how hard it was for a guy my height to sleep on a little 2-seater couch crunched up in a ball? Do you know how funny the girls I had over, they be like, "Oh, so where's your bed?" I'm like, "This is it." "You sleep on that?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go." I'm like, bruh, couldn't.
Dude, there are fucking times in life I slept in a hammock. They're like, how's that work?
Hammock during the daytime, unless you got a yard with a fence around it and a strong hammock, I would sleep in a hammock.
I used to go camping by myself, and I would just string it up in the woods, and I'd hang a tarp up over it in case it rained. I never gave a shit because then I'm off the ground. I ain't got.
She's seen stranger things.
Well, a lot of people have a lot of fear for camping because a lot of people don't realize what it takes to go camping. Like you really gotta, like, depending on where you camp. So many people are afraid of bears, and I've never come across an angry bear. But like, have you ever seen the movie? What's it called? No, it's not like that. It's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio in it. What's the name of that damn movie? The Revenant. Have you seen that?
I've seen.
You seen the bear scene?
I didn't scream at that one, but I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, if you watch that whole scene, so what that scene is, if you've seen The Revenant, that is that scene from both man and bear's perspective, from being someone who is a survivalist, grew up on thousands of acres, just loves to be outside and get lost and know I can survive. I've spent first half of my life doing that, and I love it. I'm never afraid of grid down or anything crazy, but like, that is the mama bear trying to protect her cub, and he's just trying to fight to live. And like, most people are afraid of camping because they're like, what if I see a bear? What about bobcats? What about this? What about that?
All right, but yeah, that, like I said, bro, animals are crazy. I miss my little dog, so wherever he's at. No, I actually found out with a dog. He got adopted by some rich people.
Oh, nice.
And but Pumpkin, I left it with somebody. Pumpkin was my favorite dog. She was a female dog. She was too damn playful. But Pumpkin, dogs have a way of like letting you know, oh, you don't want to fuck with me? I'm a shit everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So I working at Publix, and I get a phone call, man, somebody broke into your apartment, and I went crazy, bro. So I was coming back home. I seen Pumpkin laid on the bed all nice and cool. Like, all right, this is too perfect. Cause the dog already knew
What did you do?
The dog. So I walk in, and before I could walk in my apartment, there was shit every fucking where, man. Like when you open a door.
It's like that scene in Daddy Daycare when
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy goes in the bathroom.
Oh.
Shit.
No, because like when I walked in there, like the building manager, he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty bad." And I'm looking at him like, "Don't you think I know it's pretty bad?" He's like, you're gonna need to clean this out." Of course, I gotta clean it out.
He should have said, "I smell what you stepping in."
No, here the thing is, when he opened the door, it goes back to watch who you talk about.
Oh yeah.
He swung the door open.
Turd hit him.
Nah, the doo-doo went under the door crevice.
Holy shit. This dog was tactical about it.
Yeah, because the dog, I'm like, how the fuck? I had the brick in front of the door cage, and I'm looking, kind of find out these dogs are smarter than you think. I go back, and the cage is up against the wall. I go, pull the cage out the wall, the damn rail falls. So apparently, the dog was climbing through the top and getting out there, and luckily she ain't shit on the bed.
There you
But
go.
I spent
One
the
step
total-
up from Willis. That's right, Willis.
Nah, but the thing is, what Willis just fucked up the mattress.
Yeah.
Pumpkin made me spend $85 on cleaning and paper towels, and let's just
You
say,
had to get some bounty up in there.
bro. Let's
Damn.
just say, nah, bro. I lost. Luckily, I had jackets because I was a jacket connoisseur. I had this purple jacket that was my favorite jacket. I'm talking about leather, made me feel like I was Prince. And I would wear it. The jacket had boo-boo on it. And Pumpkin was laying on the jacket. And I was like, this dog must be done figured out that this is my favorite jacket. So the dog gave me an ultimatum. It's either me or your jacket. And she sat there like this. And I said, Pumpkin, you lucky I love you. She got up, hopped out the bed, started doing this. I pick up the jacket. 2 turds just rolled down. Hit my damn Reeboks. I was like, oh.
You out now.
Oh, no. I put her outside on the porch in the cage. I was like, nah, you got to stay out here, bro. I was like, you done fucked
Yeah, you
up.
get time out.
She, I was like, shut up. I was like, nah, you on punishment right now. Building Super come up there. He's like, you mad? He's like, damn, what the fuck happened to your apartment? He's like, it look like it's gutted out. I was like, I think I spent bounty is like about $3-4 a roll now. I had 3 of them rolls. I had bought some peppermint and sage. I bought the odor spray for the dog. I had bought some new dog food. I bought the bougie dog food for the dog. They're hoping that would work. But come to find out, she was one of those dogs that she liked the people food. So I was like, okay. Then I had to buy another flash drive. I had to buy another cord for my laptop because luckily she ain't damaged none of the studio equipment.
Oh, yeah.
But she tore, bro. I'm talking like.
That's why no animals in here, just in case.
Yeah,
my dog won't do any of that. She'll never tear up anything.
See,
She won't do.
you have a German Shepherd.
But see, that breed of dog, most people don't realize it's like they're not. They have a lot of energy, but it's not energy. What it is that dog needs a companion that's like it in order for it to thrive. So she needs to work. So I'll have her like clean the yard. Like I'll have a bunch of pine cones out there and I'll show her how to pick up pine cones. She'll put them in a pile. I'm like, go to work, and she'll just go out there and work. And it's like,
that's awesome, bro.
But see, she's smart. She's, she loves the cats and stuff, but she also like knows like a few good commands, which is like, when someone comes in, she's all super excited, like, oh, who is this? Let me jump, let me play. But like when it comes to being serious, I'm like, hey, Lily, like heel. She'll just look me in the eyes. I taught her how to just eye contact, and that was number one, and everything else is just easy.
Man,
if she can look me in the eyes, but like most people are like, don't stare a dog down. I'm not staring her down, but she needs to respect me.
She's
loyal to me.
That's the thing. What people don't know is when it comes to a dog, bro, when you get a dog, it's
a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but
because she likes to smell good too. What I mean by that
bathing.
is she likes to get a bath like twice a week because she's a tough German Shepherd. Yeah, but she'll be all dirty and she'll come in and she'll like walk all funky like she could tell she's dirty. I'm like, all right, get in the bath. And she'll just go get in the tub. And it's like this whole ordeal, but I'll like go in there, hook up a little hose attachment, hose her off, and she'll sit there and pout the whole time. I'm like, well, shit, I got it on warm water. And I'm like, oh, it's cold as fuck. Never mind. That's why you hate me. Oh, shit.
Like,
and then the cat will jump in there. One of the little kittens. I'm like, the fucking weirdest cats I have, bro. They'll just jump in the damn bathtub with the dog
They
while I'm
think
giving her
it's
a
a
bath.
pool. They think it's a pool. So
Yeah.
let them. That means the
Most
animal.
guys just don't look good when they hit the water. But
Oh, no. Cats look like shit after they got wet. You're
No,
like,
let
this
me
looks
sit
like
down
a
there.
fucking naked mole rat, some little Fievel looking rat, from damn Wild West.
No, they be out. They hair be all matted to their body when it be
Oh,
all
yeah.
cold and stuff, and you be sitting there like what the like. Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. It's fun watching the dog because when they get all that water on and all that hair be hanging down, they be looking mad as fuck when they get out the tub, and I be like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
you. But that was my favorite thing with Pumpkin when it was time to take a bath. Oh, Pumpkin would grab her own towel. She'll grab it and bring the towel in there and stuff like that.
That's nice. You only need one towel. I got to take like 10 in there for her.
She was a small dog. Yeah, no, she was a small dog. And the thing is, when she was like a Yorkie mix of golden retriever. She was a mutt. So when I pick her up and wrap her in the towel, she thinks she's a human baby. So I had to tell her, like, you do know you're a dog. And she'll lick my face. I'm like, you're not a baby. And I was like, so that's what I'm saying. As being, and it goes back to being an artist. I had one song that I would play that I made. I can't remember the Day One A1 song.
Yeah.
She and the dog be in there.
It's so crazy, dude. The dog and the cats, like if I'm in here playing drums, like you would think a normal animal would be freaked out. Now my oldest cat, Bandit, the male cat, he can't stand it. But the kittens will like freak the fuck out and they'll come in here and just watch me play. And I'm like, you're all going to be deaf in like a week. But they just have to be around me. That's the thing about German Shepherds, most people don't know, is the number one thing about that breed is you will have no privacy. If it's your dog, that's a loyal fucking dog.
Man, that motherfucker
You gotta go to
follow you everywhere.
You got to go to the bathroom and she'll be out there pouting like, let me in. I'm like, fuck off. And she's just like, I'm like, damn, I just
Well,
can't
be
shit.
calling at the door. I know you.
Yeah, and then
pooping.
say I let her in the bathroom and she's like, oh, I got to get all involved now. I let the cat in. Cat's trying to jump into her. I'm like, fuck all this. Like, get out. Like, damn. Yeah, it's like a freaking. That's why I got Ace Ventura right there on the wall, man. One of my favorite comedians. It's
oh man, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, he's up there, but my favorite one is Adam Sandler.
Dude, Adam Sandler's always so. My favorite actors that are comedians are Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy, Adam Sandler. When it comes to John Candy, freaking Chris Farley, guys like this, and I can go on David Spade. There's so many people, and I'm a humongous Adam Sandler fan because he plays all his little jingles, and I've been doing a bunch of drum remixes to all his songs. But one of my favorite comedians, because this guy doesn't give a shit, is Ron White, man. He'll just go out there and just have some damn fun. And he got canceled in like 2020. He's like, fuck it, and then everybody came to Austin, Texas. They're like, we're all going to get canceled together. Next thing you know, they made their own platform and they just blew the fuck up. They're like, F you. We ain't getting canceled. It's called freedom of speech. It's a joke. These aren't bad people. They're just funny. It's like, don't go to a. That's what I tell.
When it comes to comedians, they need to realize when they make a joke, it's not personal.
Yeah, and most people.
But they take it. Sometimes they take. I tell people, don't go to a comedy show if you're not ready for harsh jokes, dark humor, funny humor.
Don't sit on the front row.
Don't sit because they gonna get you. Like I tell.
As I do crowd work, I'll tell you that. If someone's wearing sitting in
Some
the front row wearing shorts,
by all means, if you go to a comedy show and you give that comedian ammunition because you came in there with an ugly outfit on, by all means, you're giving that comedian all right to clown you. I've done that before, and I didn't get mad because I came in there with some FUBU shoes on, and he gave me the smoke. But I was like 0.9999999 upset, but he was like, He's like, at least you ain't wearing no Shaqs. And then, bro, the whole crowd in the room, they was laughing.
It's all about how you finish it, man. Too. It's
And he came out there. He's like, bro, most people go crazy. They'll get mad at me.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
got some
bro,
real hecklers out there.
But the thing is, what people don't know is, they say that laughter is the best medicine. So,
it is.
So where are you going to go to acquire that?
I tell you this. I was doing a show up in Charlotte at Comedy Zone. They gave me 3 minutes to do like open mic. Normally they give you a minute and they just like keep going, but the other guys got to come on. So they were just like, keep going, dude. You're funny. The crowd liked it. And this dude who's sitting on the front row was wearing shorts and he had these fucking troll looking legs, hairy as shit. And he's with his girlfriend who's all dressed nice, this white dude. And he's all like, hey man, that joke was kind of fucked up. And everyone else enjoyed it. I was like, is this your girlfriend, wife, significant other? And she's just like, yes. I'm like, how is it fucking a troll every night? And she just starts laughing. I'm like, dude, you're wearing shorts sitting on the front row and you look like you're fucking one of the damn 7 dwarves. And you're the one that fucking Snow White was like, fuck you. I ain't sleeping in a room with you.
But hold on. Hold on now. Did he have what kind of shorts? Because you got to wear these.
Oh, he had the new age shorts that come up to your damn.
Oh, you talking about the what they call it, the hoochie daddy shorts?
Yeah, the fucking.
I'm sorry, sir.
I don't want to see your package, bro.
If you come into a comedy show and you're a male and you wearing hoochie daddy shorts to the show, bro, you're asking to get the smoke, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. If I would have seen you, I would have played the Uncle Luke song saying and just pointed at you because you wearing them. Why are you wearing your son's shorts? Why are you wearing your wife's night shorts? Yeah.
Ain't nobody want to see that far up your leg.
If you gonna wear shorts, my guy, wear them to the knees. Wear them and look, get the Stone Cold Steve Austin shorts. That is the only shorts I give a pair to. They just right. They're right above the knee. But the Stone Cold Steve Austin shorts was cool. If you want to wear, then you got the John Cena shorts.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio, all those guys. Yeah,
those shorts was cool. Who else had a good pair of shorts that was cool?
Oh man.
But yeah, them hoochie daddy shorts, man. I'm gonna let you know. Anybody that watches podcast, you go to Comedy Zone in Charlotte and you see my boy Matt up there, and you see me, and you get mad and you wearing those hoochie daddy shorts. Me and him are gonna clown you together, and you're not gonna. He's gonna give you vanilla side. I'm gonna give you the chocolate side of it, bro. I'm gonna make you shit your pants. Because you shouldn't be wearing them shorts. You're a grown man. You should not be wearing no hoochie daddy shorts. Put your son's shorts back in his room. Like that. That's not cool. If you want to wear some shorts, go get you some compression shorts or stuff like that. Now I'll give you a pass on that. I will look at you like, oh, you must have came from the gym. You wanted to make it to the show. That's
fucking
different.
Lance Armstrong in it, man.
But bro,
Biked
like
over.
don't fellas going into 2025. You know what? Matt, we need to do a podcast episode, the start of 2025. What does not need to be in 2025? And I'm
I'm game.
I am starting.
We'll get it scheduled for the books.
Yes, we gonna do a podcast starting 2025.
I'll make a note. I'll forget. ADD is a bitch.
Because I'm gonna and then you know what we gonna do? Hey, wifey, we gonna start a list. When we get back on the road, we gonna start a list. And once this list come up, I'm gonna tell you to screenshot it and send it to Matt. We gonna start a list and we gonna crack jokes on everything that we don't want in 2025.
I don't want to see any man wearing hoochie mama.
So you heard that, people? You heard that podcast?
I mean, I will tell you, it is primarily a fucking white dude thing.
I have to stop you right there, sir. That I have to stop you right. Yes, I've seen the new age black kids. They are doing the hoochie daddies.
Oh damn, man!
Nah,
I thought it was just stupid white people. Fuck.
No, but they do it on the beach.
That's just some shit. If you're at the beach, maybe. But if you're at a comedy show,
not when it's cold. Matt,
if it's cold,
Matt,
fuck that. Just wear some pants.
Matt, when I was living in Myrtle Beach during the cold times, bruh, they like if I would have met my wife during that time while I was living in Myrtle Beach, I know for a fact she would like, babe, why is he wearing that? And my response would be, because he's retarded.
Yeah,
but
that's how I come up with half of my stand-up jokes, bro. Just people watching.
But the thing is, Matt, no, it's about to be funny. So, Matt, wouldn't you want to shake your head? So, Prime example, place on 3rd Avenue South. It's a Scotchman gas station. Next to it is a place called the Donut Man, which is a 24-hour sandwich shop, donut shop, and ice cream shop. And
Fatty cakes.
yeah, no, but I'm so, bro. I'm talking about so dope. You can get beer every 24 fucking hours. You can get beer with a fucking damn hoagie about this big.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that's legit.
Yeah, so I'm recording late one night, and it's November-ish, Thanksgiving's over, and I was like, damn, I had weed. I had like an eighth left, and my brother, he's like, you better go home and record. So I get home, I park the Honda. I was like, I'm going to the gas station. So I take my keys. I'm thinking I'm about to go get in the car. I was like, nah, I'm going to save my little gas. So I bought to the store. And I see these group of people. So I'm walking across the street and I look again. That motherfucker, I'm walking with sweatpants on and a t-shirt.
He looking like he's cracked out.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, he looked like it. But I'm like, dude, bro, you okay? Nah, I'm just cold. I'm like, brother, you got he had a Duke.
He's speaking some broken English.
Yeah, but he had, so the guy had on a Duke University hoodie with the old school NBA basketball shorts with the little cut, like look like
shit.
I'm like, bro, where are you from? He was like, I'm from North Carolina. I'm like, bro, let me explain something to you about South Carolina weather. Daytime, hot. Midday, cool. Evening, cool. Winter, fall time, and nighttime after 8 o'clock, if you are outside with them little old school Michael Jordan little itty bitty shorts on, you are asking for pneumonia. He's like, well, the girls, they wanted to go to the store, get some. This about the time when everybody was drinking them Four Loko and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, when they had caffeine in them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disaster waiting to
This
happen.
dude, I was like, bro, what avenue do you stay on? He's like, oh, man, we couldn't get to the gas station, so the Circle K up there is closed. I was like, on 10th Ave? He's like, yeah. He's like, but we decided to walk to the Scotchman. The lady's looking at him laughing. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, this guy got to be paying for some ass. So he's trying to look cool. So he decided to walk down the street, catch pneumonia, the common cold. He probably gonna get the sniffles when he come back. He goes up in the store. He's like, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna fire up one of these Marlboro Reds. He get in the gas station and he goes to the bathroom and come out. And there's this line. I don't know if he pissed himself or something, but it was this long line going down his leg and it turned white. And he walked outside. I'm like, buddy, you might want to go back in the bathroom. He's like, I was like, you know what? You have a nice one.
I couldn't find the bathroom.
He couldn't know. The thing is, he tried to use the bathroom. He was too fast because he thought the girls was going to leave him. So the girls ended up waiting. And they was like, hey, man, what are you doing tonight? I was like, shit. I saw I'm recording music. I was like, so I just came. So I ended up getting my backwoods and leaving. And I bought back across the street, get to my apartment. And I know somebody pitter-patting. And they coming across the street. And they was like, hey, do you live around here? I was like, yeah. And the ladies go, I was like, yeah, what's up? She's like, he said he wanted to have a good time with us, but his shalong is not that long. I said, what you telling me for?
And he pissed on himself.
The lady said, the lady was like, and what the other girl was like, I think he peed or shit on himself. I was like, why? What's the look? Because he had, I didn't know they was so when I got up close to him, she said it's like them little thin, them little highlighter shorts that be the shorts that be like bright and thin texture.
Oh, yeah.
He apparently, they were trying to take him to the bathroom so he cleaned himself up, but he was trying to mess with the girls, pay for the, which I don't, indulge in that. And this fool you're trying to take my women from me. And he walked up, he reeked of pee. And I'm like, dude, I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was like, them shorts are not helping you. He's like,
should have told him, if you like this smell, I got a bed you can sleep in.
Nah, I told him, he's like, no, he told me, this was his response.
Sleep in the pee bed.
He said, the reason why I'm wearing these shorts, he's like, because the lady said they want a good time. So I'm just showing them what I'm packing. Yeah, I did a dramatic pause. I said, brother, it is 30 degrees outside. Only thing you're going to be packing up is a one-way trip to Grand Strand Medical if you don't get your ass back up that way you was. So I ended up, the ladies, like, they ended up going there. They asked for the number. They get halfway up there, like a block, and now that block is a new Dollar General. They get halfway up the block, and she come pit her back and back. She's like, please, she's like, is there a way I can stay here for a little bit? She's like, we're locked out of our room, and our friends are still out at the bar, so I let them stay. And the guy tried to come with me. He tried to come in my apartment. I was like, hell no, bro.
Oh, hell no.
I was like, bro,
I just cleaned all this shit out of here. Hell no.
I was like, hell no, bro. You can't come up in here. He goes, well, you're taking my bitches. I was like, bro, it's 30 fucking degrees outside. You got a hoodie on and you got shorts on that look like something they wear. So my neighbor at the time, he come outside, and my neighbor, he cool as fuck, gay male, but cool as fuck. And just when it got real, the two girls sitting up in there, and he goes, Josh, I know this man ain't come out your. I was like, nah. I was like, he was at the Scotchman. He peed on himself. He's like, I can tell. He's like, but did he know what he's getting himself into? I was like, well, he said he trying to get back to the room and stuff like that. They cold. I'm just about to get my car keys and drop them out. And the funniest shit happened. So the dude, I ended up being nice. I told bro, I was like, listen, I got some basketball shorts in the room. I can get it to you. I was like, but here's what I need you to do. I was like, because if you don't, you're about to catch some flack. So the gay dude comes out. And he goes, he's like, yeah, you got some bud. I was like, yeah. Gave him the bud. And the dude come out. I gave him the basketball shorts, but I'm thinking he's going to change. And my neighbor goes, work it, honey. That motherfucker. We sat on that part. Yeah, because he had the little shorts on, and I gave him a warning.
Fucking put the shorts on, man.
Yeah, I was like, bro, put the fucking shorts on. He's like,
my neighbor gonna tear you up.
Right. The neighbor was. And
then the neighbor's like, damn, you smell like piss. Get the fuck out of here.
That happened afterwards, like, because he went downstairs. He's like, working, honey. That motherfucker put them damn basketball shorts on, and the girls was laughing.
Was he like drunk or something? Did he just not carry smell like piss?
I don't know. All I know is I met them at the
He might have been doing crack, man. I'm just saying.
I don't know. All I know he had a dude. He was an upkept, clean dude. It's just that I think he got pissy drunk and didn't realize what the fuck was going on. So the two girls later on figured out that the two girls he was down here with a group of friends. It was 5 of them. The guy and the girl, they were out at a bar. They had the keys to the room. They was on, come to find out, they were just out and about walking.
Then they smelled him. They're like, give me your key. Give me your key.
Yeah, but the thing is, the dude that had to do, they was all in a suite together. He got pissy drunk and he wanted to go back to the room. So the girls was like, yeah, they didn't want to leave, so we just started walking. And I explained to him, I was like, listen here. I was like, around this time at night, no ladies in Myrtle Beach should be walking around like that because shit can happen.
Yeah.
And the dude, he was pissy drunk. I was like, this guy's pissy drunk, but he's in a state of mind like you wouldn't know he's fucking drunk. But the whole time he's wearing those shorts, and I'm telling him,
I forgot this was a Myrtle Beach story, but this all makes sense.
Yeah,
now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm telling him, bro, you can't wear those shorts.
Did you ever watch that show, Myrtle Manor?
Hell yeah, bro.
So for a while, I dated a girl that was on that show. She was
lit.
one of the girls that sold the fucking weenies or whatever, the hot dog cart. Yeah, I didn't realize that till we were together for a few months. She was like, I found this video on YouTube where she got like a DUI and it was this big blow up. And I was like, damn, that was you? And then I was like, it says girl from Myrtle Manor. I was like, were you on that show? She was like, yeah. I was like, you should have disclosed that at the coffee meeting. You know what I mean?
Bruh,
like, damn.
That's how I said it's dope. Like, Myrtle Beach is dope, but those girls, I end up looking out for her, giving her a ride home. I had to put a fucking towel down in my fucking back seat because the dude wouldn't fucking put the shorts on, bro. And I'm like, bro, so
you taking the bus?
Nah, but it was late at night. That's what I'm saying. When you walk in, the Scotchman was like really like a 5-minute, like cross the street, grab your shit, come back. But the thing is, I told him, I was like, I love my neighbors because we're all one big ass family. We don't care what sexuality you are, none of that. It's just that at the time, my neighbor, he was smoking some good weed. And when that motherfucker smoked that good weed, the only thing on his mind is who gonna be next. And he already knew I ain't play that shit.
That's why you're like, we put these shorts on,
That's
man.
how I was like, bro. I was like, bro, put the shorts on. It'll save your life.
Wait, is he a top or a bottom?
I'm gonna say this again. Love.
When he gets high, it don't fucking matter.
Exactly. I told the man to put the basketball shorts on. I even stood outside with
you
the
better
girl.
run now, man.
He didn't put. He chose not to put the shorts
some Myrtle
on.
Beach.
And like I said, that's why I love Myrtle Beach, because you never know what you may run into. So that's why I tell people you got to be careful.
They got a comedy joint in there too. What's the name of that comedy club, in Myrtle Beach?
It's
Comedy Cabana.
Comedy Cabana, and it's one in like the downtown rural area. They start like opening up different stuff.
Yeah.
But moral of the story, people, if you ever walking late on the street and you're a male counterpart, don't wear no little ass shorts, because you're gonna get hit on by guys and stuff. That's why. I mean, that's your thing. That's your thing. Like I said, I'll
don't fucking piss on yourself.
Don't pee on if look here. If
someone offers you clothing, put
that's
it
for
on.
a real. Like,
yeah.
I used to tell the females on the street, the little prostitutes and stuff, them motherfuckers be funny too. They be telling me, I told him to put something on before we left the room. He wanted to go out there and be He-Man. I was like, bro, even He-Man know when it get cold to put some damn ox or buffalo on or something like that. Nah, but I'm just saying in Myrtle Beach, like,
yeah, Myrtle Beach, just some Myrtle Beach shit.
You can't. It's certain things like Myrtle.
Last time we were down in Myrtle Beach, I could have sworn I saw a man wearing
Oh, well, Myrtle
you gonna
Beach,
see
they
that
call
shit.
it Dirty Myrtle for a reason.
For a reason. Like,
That's
you're
not, so I
and I was like, why?
And then you go to Garden City, you're like, what the fuck? This is holy shit. This is okay. This is different.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
it's like, damn, it's established.
It's but
But I fucking love Myrtle Beach because I've had a lot of crazy experiences there, like going to see rock concerts at the House of Blues or whatever and stuff.
Oh, perfect. We got 20 more. We got 20 more minutes, y'all. So if y'all want it, like I said, we got 20 more minutes, and I'm gonna get up out y'all way. I would love for y'all to see me and Matt in the studio, but we got 20 more minutes. But I think, yeah. But I got one more. I think, man, I got one more funny story for him, because you said it is about.
I actually got one. I want to see if you remember.
So
we were on the Summer Days tour.
Ah, shit.
I remember this shit because I guess it was either me or Dusty that recorded this video. So we were leaving PA, and Armani went into the gas station. We all went in to get some food. Armani got him a bunch of burritos from the gas station. So we get in the minivan, and Marco or me is driving. I can't remember. We were alternating who was driving. And I remember we're 2 hours on the trip, right? Everyone's getting quiet, put their headphones in. Armani's passed the fuck out. I remember this story so well. And then out of nowhere, I'll never forget this shit. Armani wakes up and he's sweating like he just did a fucking like half marathon. He's like, Marco, I need a bathroom fucking now. And Marco's like, no. And he's like, no, like I gotta like didn't know. And so we find this one gas station ain't got a fucking bathroom. And you're sitting there like waddling up in there, and the guy fucking tells you ain't no bathroom. You go on the side of the building. I don't think you realize that like it wasn't behind the building. You just start shitting or whatever. You remember this story? You had to go, bro. You woke up sweating, and you were like, the fucking damn thing's meerkatting down there, like.
Bruh,
fucking prairie dogging.
Yeah, you know what? He ain't lying. Bro, I don't know what the fuck was in them burritos, bro, but I woke up and I was like, oh, and he was like, Marco's like, no, I'm not stopping, bro. We gotta.
I think the guy in the gas station was Indian. You're like, no, like he couldn't understand you or something. You were like, I'm sweating, I just need to go. He's like, no, but no bathroom. And you were just
yeah, I went right to the side of that building. Blue. I think what happened, I had an undershirt, and I was like, fuck, I ain't got no tissue. So I had I took my, because I had a shirt on, and then I had an undershirt. And I needed to go to the bathroom so bad, and I was like, fuck. I was like, shit. I was like, he ain't got no bathroom. I was like, I think he lying. So I went around the side, nigga. I caught the squat and some bushes, and I I took the undershirt and I turned it into toilet paper and I got back in the damn car. Everybody was looking at me and they was like, you all right? I was like, yeah. We got back on the road. My ass was knocked out again. I was like, I wait back up when we get close. But yeah, that story. Damn, man. How you remember that, bro?
I remember the craziest shit, man. And that's like,
But you know what's funny though? Crazy thing, bro.
that's how I'm good at comedy, man. I just remember random funny things.
You remember? So, love, you remember when you was at my old lady was at work one day speaking of burritos. She was like, "You got a studio session," so I'm going to the studio session, man. And bro, I stopped at exit. What was the exit?
You stopped at the gas station.
I stopped at exit 65, where they got a Taco Bell and a Wendy's together.
Oh, in that Pilot gas station.
Yes, sir.
I know where you at.
In the gas station, got himself Taco Bell.
Yeah, I got Taco Bell, and
And
they.
I was way too long to go get my food.
The dude got mad at me because I ordered my food and they were closing, and I think it was like
No, another couple was in there.
they was mad and fucking ain't got my food. So, bro, I had got 2 chicken burritos, a soft taco, and I got the BP 5-layer burrito with the Cheetos in there. And I was on the way there. I'm
Fucking all-star special.
Nah, bro. Hell yeah. But what happened was, bro, I get a phone call from my former GM. And he's like, hey, bro, you gonna be all right to come in and help your wife work? I was like, yeah. Bruh, I'm talking about Matt. Soon I got on that word, 30 minutes in, my stomach is like,
dude, Taco Bell will tear you up, man. It'll give you some damn trouser chili for sure. You know, it'll fucking have you prairie dogging like, I need to find a bathroom now.
Bruh, I could not
be upper decking that thing.
When I got to, bruh, I had to drive. I think I had like 45 minutes left on the drive. And when I did get there, I was like, babe, I'm outside. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, I got the shit. I was like, move. I got the shit. Then I ran in the bathroom, bro. It wasn't no toilet paper up in there. So I come out there. You know how when you got to go, you got to walk because you don't want to walk too fast.
Oh, yeah.
I tell people there are different levels of shit. There's the hardcore one where you try the constipated shit. Then you got the bloop bloop, and then you got what we call the mud butt. The mud butt is the worst one of all because it splatters everywhere.
Oh, yeah, the butt gravy, man.
Yeah, that shit,
yeah.
Bruh. I sat down.
Yeah, that shit.
About 30 minutes, all you hear was, are you okay? I'm like, man, I need another roll. Bruh, I did not leave that bathroom.
I'll get you some paper towels.
Bruh,
Yeah. Bring some bounty.
Bruh, fuck that. I had to pour Fabioso in the toilet, bruh.
Bruh.
I was like, she was like, bet you won't get Taco Bell from that gas station no more. I decided to bet. Hey, he gonna text me. You know damn well you shouldn't have got that Taco Bell for that gas station. I was like, I was hungry. He's like, you could have waited. I was like, no.
Safe bet. Taco Bell won, but Taco Bell in a gas station.
He's my bro. He's like, he said, then he threw it. He's like, if you was that hungry, bro, why you just didn't get no snacks and wait till you got closer back? He's like, you do work at a place where you serve food. I was like, bro, I was 30 minutes away. He's like, you couldn't wait? I was like, no. He's like, and that's what happened. He's like, and that's why you was on the shitter.
Yeah.
He's like, I hope you understand that your asshole is about to hurt for a little bit because you've been eating that. He's like, what did you order from Taco Bell? I was like, 4 items. He was like, I had 3 burritos and a 5-layer burrito. He's like, bro, you stupid. He's like, why would you do that to your bowels? I was like, they say you got to clean your system. He's like, Taco Bell don't clean your system. Taco Bell, he's like, have you calling out from work.
Yeah.
But I miss those type of stories. It's fun. That's like, yeah, y'all.
Dude, I'll tell you, don't eat MREs. You know what an MRE is?
That's that military food.
So MREs will clog you to fuck up to where you're in there like praying to God to get that damn thing out. You know, you'd be trying to like shit and it's just like you get stove up. And then I heard this story from this comedian, man. He's like, don't fucking eat MREs. He's like, man, I finally got that fucking turd out. He's like, I had to Brett Favre that shit out of there. He's like, it was fucking overtime.
Hell
He's
yeah.
like, damn thing wouldn't flush. And he said he had to take it to the shower and waffle stomp it down the fucking drain.
I think I remember that show.
Yeah. It was fucking, what's that guy's name? Ryan Humston. He's the, yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Oh, man.
How do y'all eat those, bro?
He's the same guy. He's like, man, he's like, if you fucking do enough reps when you're working out, he's like, to the point to where if you cup a fart, you can't even curl that shit, man. He's just like, that's the goal. Kick your own ass.
Hell nah, bro. Look, people, if you're listening, if you look at that, should be a minimum of what you get from certain restaurants.
Yeah, don't need to talk about a
Don't
gas
eat,
station.
don't, if you want Taco Bell, go to the restaurant, but don't go to a gas station because let me tell you, I am a living testimony. That shit is going to fuck your bowels up. And let me tell you, the toilet at Jack in the Box on Forest Point Drive, that thing need to be retired because I done dropped some legendary dookies in there, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
Nah, we
Yeah.
had one. So I ain't gonna lie to you. So we had one. I think one dude had me beat. How? To all my males out there, when you use the bathroom and you taking a crap, you taking a dookie, whatever you call it, boo boo, sit your ass on the seat. I come in there, it's shit all over the wall. I walk politely back out
Oh,
there.
fuck no.
Like, bro, what
Like, how
did
the,
you?
how the fuck you doing that? This
Right,
ain't,
but
ain't
the thing-
preschool class.
But the thing is,
Like-
how do you get shit on the wall in a bathroom?
Fucking very carefully, I guess. Shit.
Bro, Matt, it's sprayed on the back wall. They were like, Ma, you gotta come see this. I'm like, what are you talking
Dude,
about?
I'll tell you what's bad. So
Yeah,
when I
that boy
DJ'd
was
at the
over
club,
there.
we had this Phantom shitter. It started out this guy, and we had it basically one of the bouncers would just stay in the bathroom all night. We're like, who the fuck is this? They first started out just by shitting in the middle of the floor. And it looked like a damn soft serve machine, like a dog went in there and shit. Like they fucking definitely eating burritos. And so we're like, who the fuck keeps shitting on the middle of the floor? So, you know, we started catching on. This guy started shitting in the urinals. I'm like, this fucked up human being.
No.
I don't.
They
How
be
do,
doing that shit in Walmart, bro.
that's like some middle schooler shit. Like, have you ever been to like a damn like
I
a?
remember back in middle school, we had one of the bathrooms outside. There was actually
Oh,
two
yeah.
bathrooms you couldn't walk past. And it's always the men's bathroom. You walk past it for a short minute. You have to hold your bed halfway down before you even get to it. Hold your breath from there. Walk past it. Make sure you have enough clearance. And as soon as you get smell a little bit of fresh air, you're good.
So you telling me I need the mask on Warzone when I walk past?
Yeah, that's fucking nuclear waste.
Man,
Like,
yeah, you need to
damn.
match the Warzone.
Even the Taliban wouldn't fuck with that.
No,
Damn.
no,
They'd be like, fuck no, not today.
no.
Hell no.
Firecracker in the bathroom stall in the men's bathroom and it blew up. So
Oh yeah, we about we about to definitely have funny stories for this podcast.
Oh yeah, man. I'm fucking rednecks. Me and my brothers did some fucking
Hell
Dukes of
nah,
Hazzard
nah.
shit.
Oh, y'all did that too?
Oh, we grew up just fucking middle of nowhere. We ain't, you ain't
Bro, we
got
used
no
to,
fucking
Mom-
people to talk with. She just blow shit up.
Shit, yeah. Me and you, we would have been good neighbors because we stayed. One of my old closest relatives, she stayed in like Gaston, South Carolina. Her son used to take the Nissan Exterior, and we used to go to this fucking dirt. It was like this yard where they had like sand dunes and shit up in there. It was. They didn't have no private property in there, but we'd be doing Dukes of Hazzard shit. Like, he'd be doing
hell yeah.
donuts. He'd be doing donuts in the fucking, and they were like, ah! And I'd be like, yo, this shit is fucking awesome.
I don't know why that is in Gaston. You just got this random area where it's just fucking sand dunes everywhere.
Hell yeah, I be in that motherfucker. Bro, we was in there Dukes of Hazzard doing donuts and stuff like that. And that's why I say I love South Carolina because it's country as fuck.
Oh, hell
Like,
yeah.
like,
Just
you
be
can-
careful where you go. Like, you know, so I do a lot of fishing. So I go down near like Santee Cooper. And so that's like middle to fucking bayou. Like it's on Lake Marion and Lake Marion and Lake Moultrie. So it's kind of like heading towards the coast, but it's definitely swamps. There's over 100,000 alligators like in that neck of the woods.
Nope,
But
we leak,
But
nope.
all the people that live around there,
that's like Florida.
They have these floating houses on these lakes. They don't look like nice houses. They're like a trailer, but had burnt down because they cooked too much meth, but they're still in there. I remember me and my buddy Joe were fishing, and it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, man, there's another one of those houses. He's like, yeah, I bet some fucking Gandhi motherfucking looking dude's gonna crawl out. And lo and behold, this fucking meth head crawls out. Like, it ain't like it's got power or anything. It ain't even got a roof. Like, people just go out there and do meth in the middle of this alligator infested lake. And he's just like, and Joe pulls the gun. I was like, get the fuck back in there. Just some scrawny, toothless ass white dude, just like, I'm like, we ain't got no crack or no meth. And he fucking goes back in. I'm like, where's the next house? Let me try. You know, I'm like, shit.
Yeah, that motherfucker come bite your ass.
That's yeah.
You know,
That's some
but that
fucking
one
redneck
tooth might have you morphing into a fucking xenomorph or something like that. And
there's this damn Betty White lady too who has this big backyard, and there'd be alligators all in the back. And we were talking to her while we were fishing, and her husband will go and shoot wild hogs, and he'll just sit it in his backyard. And the alligators will come there and eat it, like Lake Placid. She feeds these fucking gators, and they just be chilling in her backyard. She'd be out there grilling. 90-year-old old fucking lady.
Oh man,
I'm like, this is some redneck
but
fucking shit.
But like I said, animals know good people, bro. That's why I tell people, I was like, you gotta think about it. When we both God-fearing individuals, so think about the Garden of Eden. Think about it. Everything was in that one place. Animals, people. You had the fruit. You had the vegetation. Everything was there, and it's like now it's still there in reality form. That's what I'm saying. I guarantee you, let somebody go mess with that 90-year-old lady. Them gators see that. Them gators gonna look at the person that's fucking with that lady and like, oh, the gators know, like, hey, they go hunt wild hog and they feed us.
There's only one motherfucker who lived on planet Earth who could do whatever the fuck he wanted with live animals, and he was truly trying to help conservation. That's fucking Steve Irwin, man. Growing up watching the crocodile hunter, he'd be like, right here, we're in the Australian outback. Right here, got a gator right there, and I'm going to sneak up on her.
Another
and
one
I'm
was
going to fucking pounce her, and I'm going to bring her to land. And he'd be like, get that bitch on land. And he would be like, look at this beauty.
But
you know,
crazy
he'd be
thing
like wrestling
about
12-foot gator.
But the thing is, what messed him up, I think they said he died from a stingray.
Yeah, but he died doing what he loved. You know, it's like you don't wish death, but it's like, man.
That probably was an accident, but another one, you ever heard of Burt Reynolds?
Yeah.
The guy, he would be like a survivor. I mean, one time, he was like,
he's not as cool as Crocodile Hunter.
Nah, but he did so, like, he was like, you gotta pee on a shirt and then wrap it around your head. I'm like, bro, so a brother with some hair on there, you want me to cut a piece of my shirt off, piss on it, and put it on my head? My hair gonna smell like piss.
Yeah, that's like some hunters, man. They'll get damn deer piss.
I don't remember what it was, and I was just watching it with my dad one day, and I remember this one scene where the guy he was out in the desert by himself. He took a dead rattlesnake or something, hit it, like it was dead. He pissed in it and drank it. I was like, no.
Oh, the snake venom purified my piss.
Hell no,
that sounds like some Bear Grylls shit.
Yeah, nah, he be playing with that. Like,
but I mean, a lot of his stuff. I mean, yeah, people like to hate on Bear Grylls, but I don't, because like we know it's like he's making TV shows. So yeah, maybe he doesn't sleep there every night, but he's teaching real survival shit though. It's practical stuff. But I'm not drinking rattlesnake piss. Pass. I'll just die in the desert. Like that wouldn't even cross my head. Let me drink my own piss.
But you cannot survive without water. So your sweat is kind of naturally, basically your own water. I'd rather collect all my sweat and then drink that.
Well, see, I know other ways to like obtain water in the desert versus any of that, because of all the years of survival. I mean there's so many other things you could look for. Like it's like what you need is like I can go on for hours about survival, but it's like anywhere you're at, you can't even trust moss on the side of a rock or tree. It doesn't always point north. But there are a few other indicators to finding the north direction. Yeah, if it's nighttime, you got the North Star, stuff like that. But like it's a lot of things. Like I had a bunch of books and I used to give them out. But here's a great one: edible wild plants. So like, say you're in the wild.
I watched it. Damn, I said watch. I read that.
Let's say I'm in fucking Alaska and I need to eat something, and I don't have anything to kill a rabbit or something. I know what plants I could eat to like, get some calories to fucking keep going before I just damn dehydrate and pass the fuck out.
I'm afraid to like be around certain bushes or anything because I have a fear of spiders. I
Hey, well, you better shoot. You
Yeah.
better date them spiders. Will keep me helping the society though.
I tell him to kill it. I don't trust spiders.
Yeah, spiders. So I got bit by a brown recluse years ago, right here on my hand, and I didn't even see the thing, didn't even feel it bite me. And then I just later on, my hand swole up, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And my boss at the time, I lived in Greenville, was like, "You should go to the doctor." And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's you got bit by a brown recluse." They're like, we're gonna try and get some of this pus out and give you some antivenom." So they give me a shot of antivenom in my arm. And they're like, "All right, we're gonna get some results." And they come back in, and you remember that? You ever watch Family Guy? You remember when like Peter would go to the doctor, and the doctor would get delivered the news all fucked up? You know, that's what it felt like. So I'm sitting there, and he's like, "All right, so bad news. The antivenom didn't take, so we're gonna try it again." I was like, "What happens if it doesn't take?" He's like, "Well, we'd start with just taking your arm off, and then I'm like, what? Like fucking, I get Winter Soldier arm? Like y'all got that in stock? Like what the fuck's that mean? You know?" And he's just like, and he's just like, no. If we just cut it off and you just get your own arm. And I'm like, oh fuck no. I was like, give me another shot. And they give me another shot, and they come back in, and they're like, okay, that one's not really holding to. We're gonna give you a shot like towards your neck, and your shoulder. And they're like, all right, we're gonna give it 30 minutes. I'm 30 fucking minutes. No, go ahead and results now, please. Let's go ahead and pull some blood, whatever the fuck we got to do. And they come in like, hey, we're good. You don't have to die. I was like, the way you said all of this whole past hour, man, I'm like, just so you know, I'm like, this has fucking been fun and all, but like, you are not getting a fucking 5-star Uber review. You getting like fucking half a star. Like, you getting a fucking half a star. I ain't coming back to this damn Dairy Queen fucking doctor's care. Like, I don't want gravy with my shot. Oh,
I'm sorry,
no.
that favorite bro, Family Guy's. But that doctor, I think that episode when Peter had got the, he said the doctor tried to rape him. He was doing the prostate exam. Well, when somebody got to stick fingers in your, the Peter was like, he's like, what are you doing? He back up on the wall.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane, you know what you was doing. You did that, bro. That was a funny episode.
I haven't watched fucking Family Guy in years, man.
You got to.
My dad went through it.
But I'm sorry if I got to go through that, bro. When I hit that 8, bro, I'm gonna request a woman doctor. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, bro. I can't do that.
Rather I do it?
That's no, bro.
Like, what the fuck are they even looking for with their finger? Why not put a fucking like a little like camera in there? If anything, what's the finger gonna do?
So when they ask you to cough, they're trying to see how much traction you have in your asshole.
Well, traction
What like
for
air?
what?
What like airflow? Like fart power?
Like,
Oh, okay. Like okay, I see.
And they also trying to see if they have any issues.
What kind of issues you gonna have on a place where you gotta? Well, you got that's look. I was
That's
taught
molestation right there.
I
That's
was
fucking.
taught as a kid.
Give me the female.
I was taught as a kid. Granny said that's where things exit.
Yeah.
Don't nothing need to go up there.
Yeah, that's the fucking shitter. We've been talking about some battle shits like Taco Bell, like nothing go up in there. Fuck no.
That's why most girls don't like anal.
Fuck no. I've never understood that shit. I'm not even gonna lie.
Salute to the women that don't, because they know something that we ain't nobody about to put nothing up there.
Yeah, that's fucking like.
It's an exit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look here, hey. When the lights is off, that's different.
When your drunk ass try to do it to me, I say no.
You gotta understand, as men, we mess up when we back. We mess up when we back there. That's why I be.
No, you don't. You know which hole to answer. You just think, oh, you're sure you want to try? And I'm like, hell no.
No, cause that's how I be drunk. Look, that's how
You just gotta ask afterwards. But hey, that was cool, right?
Nah, she nah.
Not even drunk.
Hell nah. We had a drink the other night, bro. We had a drink. That drink we had last night at the lounge, Posh Lounge, man. Passion fruit mango with some salt on that, bro.
Oh, had tequila. Fucking went crazy. Yeah, tequila will do
Bro,
it.
that thing, but the outcome, bro, it got me right. You know what I'm saying? When me and wifey, we got close and shit like that. And we did our thing. She went and laid down. The moment she went to work, bro, the aftermath, bro, I let out the most ridiculous fart ever. And you know it's a bad fart when your mama get on the camera, because we got like cameras in the house. And she goes, Josh, was that you? I was like, yeah.
Be like, no, the damn devil just creeped down my
Hell
ass.
nah. My mama said, she said, I don't know what the fuck you ate. but don't eat that shit no more. I was like, Mama, how you heard that? She was like, my door is open. I have a camera.
She heard me laughing.
And all you heard was, brrrr. She thought somebody was the leaf blower. She said, motherfucker, you farted like that? I was like, yeah. She's like, don't.
Dude, I take pride in farting, man. I work at the zoo. Dude, I work at the zoo, and one of my favorite things to do is so like if I'm in the bathroom, I'm taking a shit, and someone can, it's clear like, you know, it's getting violent up in there, and then someone they're like, oh my god, and I'm like, I have exorcised the demons, and they're like, holy shit, you know, I gotta keep it going, I gotta make them really fucking think,
bro, you gonna scare the fuck out of somebody, bro, doing that shit in the bathroom.
Bro, what I like to do,
their pants up.
I be seeing a family having a wonderful day at the zoo. They're all wearing their nice polo shirts and they're all like formal. And I'll walk by and I'll crop dust them and I'll go step by and I'll look back and then you'll see them all like, who the fuck shit? You know, and then they'll be like, who did it? And everyone's like, I didn't do it. No one ever claims to fart. And then you see them like turning on each other like, I hate you. I knew you farted. And I'm like, it was me.
It was our last week, couple weeks back living in Florida. Me and my mom, we were walking the beach back in Hollywood. And in Hollywood, Florida. So we were on the beach. We just got our ice cream. We left the ice cream shop. And could you not, this guy comes out somewhere. And me and mom are walking right behind him. We were just giggling and laughing. Next thing you know, that motherfucker farted. Me and mom said, we went directly to the side and passed him. And I'm trying my hardest not to laugh. My mom and I were like,
I mean,
that's when I would be like, I think you just shit yourself.
I quickly turned my head back and I started laughing.
There's that dude on the internet who's famous. He'll just be like hanging out in public and yeah.
Nah, but have you encountered somebody that sharted?
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm only telling you, bro, the older you...
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about somebody that, so...
Dude, yeah, I've seen it on, like, church status wearing white pants, and I'm like...
Nah, bro, I got you. Nah.
Shit.
So, I was...
They pulled a Patrick from SpongeBob whenever he, like...
But yeah, y'all. So, I got one more, and then I got to head to the lab, so y'all check this out. I was at, I tell them I got 2 songs. I get it done with that, but yeah, I was working at Publix. And... there was this old man in there, and there was a young kid in there. Now, I come to the bathroom, you know, I had to pee. So, I get a knock, hey, Sonny, can you get me some tissue? So, I go back, I go pee, wash my hands, and come back. Now, in this bathroom, we had 2 stand-up stalls for a man, and we had 2 regular stalls. Now, one of the regular stalls was tight, and y'all know how the little door be tight. Then the other one was the handicap one.
Handicap accessible.
So...
handicapable.
I come back in there with 2 of the big rolls of tissue. Now, here's the dilemma, people. As I approach and go through, there's a piece of dookie under the separation wall where the handicap thing at, and the other bathroom. The handicap toilet near the wall, the other toilet near the wall.
They do it on purpose. There's no fucking way.
The thing is, the little boy in there on the toilet kicking his feet up. I'm like, yo, you need tissue? He's like, no, I'm fine. So I knock on the, oh man, you need tissue? He's like, yeah, just throw the roll up under there. And the moment I slide the tissue under there, all you heard was... I ain't never seen a little kid run out the bathroom fast. That motherfucker ran out there. Mom!
It's a monster!
Mom! That man, bro, that old man, all I hear is, oh my Lord, I am so sorry.
I have relieved myself.
Bro, yeah, he relieved himself. Dude had doo-doo on his hands, bro. I had to...
that man lost some weight that day.
Fuck that. He lost some weight. He lost his touching privilege.
Damn, he like going for a fucking Heisman up in there.
I come out the bathroom.
From above. Drop it from above, people.
I come out the bathroom. I went to my manager.
I'm scarred.
I said, sir, I just took that titch up in there. I saw that old man in the bathroom scarred that little boy for life. The old man, he's like, what happened, Williams? I was like, bro, I'm not going back in that bathroom. Y'all gonna send somebody up in there. So they sent somebody in there, but they sent the wrong person. Now, after I tell y'all this, I'm out. Never, ever send a woman into the man's bathroom. Because if she sees something that is out of the ordinary or not appropriate for, she gonna say it out loud. Now, she went to the bathroom. She cracked the door, did a pause, then came back with the mop bucket. I never in my life, no. I never in my life heard a white woman sound blacker than me. Her exact words was this, y'all, and then we and Matt gonna sign off. Her exact words was, I know the motherfucking not. How the fuck you shit on the goddamn floor? This is fucking goddamn disgusting. Oh my God, it's on my fucking hand. It's on my fucking hand. Bruh. That lady came out that bathroom with the doo-doo glove on.
Oh, no.
She's like, y'all need Mr. Clean up in here.
No, that lady said, I am clocking the fuck out. Fuck y'all. Y'all, moral of the story, if you know you got to do a harsh boo-boo,
shit in the toilet.
No,
or at least upper deck it, you know what I mean?
Nah, look, put the toilet tissue on the seat. Nah, put that toilet tissue on the seat because ain't no way your grown ass supposed to be missing turds. And then to put it, I think that old man he sharded. And when he got to the toilet, he didn't realize.
I want to find this kid and be like, so what scared you first? Did the turd that landed on the floor beside you like freak you out? And then you're like, I got to finish. And then when you heard that motherfucker really exercising demons, you're like, I'm out. That's a clean shit. I ain't even wiping. Like,
but the crazy thing about it, the little boy bathroom, when he darted out the bathroom,
that little kid's never gonna shit in public again, man.
He not, because he was in a do kicking up his feet.
He gonna be looking for the family bathroom.
He shit. he had the accurate amount of tissue in the toilet to flush, but by the time he got to flush, you see a piece of dookie on the ground, and you hearing that noise. That sound like I don't know, Tales from the Unknown or Tales from the Twilight Zone.
Looks like some shit in the
know,
Loch Ness coughed up.
This is why I am scared. Nah, bro. Now I finally see why they got employee restrooms now. Because of shit like that.
Hell yeah.
Even the employee bathrooms are worse, too.
Well, Armani, before we sign off, man, one quick time, just tell everybody where they can find all your stuff. It's been awesome, dude. This has been a great time, dude. I appreciate you coming through, man. It's been a great time.
Y'all can find me on Armani_OD or just type it all together. Also, if you have any questions, you can go to my Meta business page, the Facebook likes page, and type in Armani OD or FLF Apparel, and you can send questions on merch and stuff at the FLF Apparel. Please ask questions. You can send questions on Armani OD on Facebook. Also, if y'all like to book me for a show, like I said, my wifey, she's the manager. If you like to book me for a show, you'll see her Instagram handle on my page. It'll be up. But anytime you DM me, she sees that shit. So be mindful of what you say. But if you want to book me, hit me up on Instagram. Wifey will talk to you. Make sure the price is right. We are not cheap and we are not greedy. We just, this is our passion. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, and if y'all want to book me, just do that. But Armani OD on everything. Find me. I'm also a gamer, so if you want to play with me. But any questions, y'all contact me. I'm not no crazy artist and stuff like that. I like talking to people and answering questions. This is not going to be this is going to be more because I actually enjoy the podcast. So you'll see me more with my boy Matt. So we like conspiracy theories and 2025.
We're gonna have that podcast up and coming. It's gonna be it's gonna be the shit we don't want to see. Like, definitely, dudes, take a few notes from this. Fucking get some shorts to go to your knees. 1, if someone offers you fucking shorts, take them. 2, don't shit on the floor. Okay, let's few notes to take
And
take down
if you eat anything on the road while traveling,
and stay away from Myrtle Beach.
nah, don't stay away from Myrtle Beach. I'm just saying,
kidding.
nah. If you ever visit Myrtle Beach, I'm gonna tell you, look here, Circle K is your best friend. Bathroom, food is your best friend. If you ever take a trip to North Carolina, Charlotte, you can go to the QT. If you ever go to Raleigh, that's one of the places where I met my lovely lady at. Let me tell y'all, they got sheets. Any of those places will save you. The bathrooms are clean. But if you got a shit, you got a shark, go to Walmart. But we love y'all.
It's been real, man. I appreciate you coming out, man. This is awesome.
Nah, we trust me. We got more laughs coming for y'all. Like I said, 2025 is right around the corner. But thank y'all again, man.
Yeah, until next time, this was Unfiltered Out There with Armani OD. Y'all check him out.
Praise.
Yeah.
You should gotta have a sign say no farting.
Yeah, no shit in your pants.